ye no body na se na empempe so de bedu ye ni sonemro so ebre no nso aboapa ho sema no dunson Dwaso Nsem dwumadie so ni na ye fie identify sabre kosise no du bebo no en ye de ebesom wo enkomo no doso eno ade agese ensam no benkum ni fanfinfini ase ye totobo ye saa but still ye gine na so de wose ye kire ma wote ase ye be kirim ye ma me said na tamakulu ya 2013-2016 no ye maslo kupenyi enyema bi ekoso sikasem bi ekoso antwa yie enimra ne so ne mu enra temu eba ye gya ne so wonko no ene ye bebubu ma wahu no kwadu ahodo ye de ball no eka no mo so wabo man no de si ya ye jeli no a wama ene waba ye si gya no ye bebubu ni nyine mu amwate ase sawo kai se omampani dada MPP abreso kra no omo ye se gwamodi nhihye bi ba keno no se wo mansimu betumi atoaba ene wayi aban krachipani a obesom aban yi kire se eyadepa eti constitutional review committee no edi susue bia akwa akoto mampani anim emu ba ko kasa MMDC se ne mu abato no na de wom ni se atone general se amampani ajetum se yes ye to so aba na ye to so aba kra na eno no e wose mampani yi nipa be yese enum utie ento mampani bebo nipa be yese enum din na wabosa nipa num ni din no yese ne ayawaso east anase kwa west na se kwa east fo monkwato aba anache machiase district monkwato aba moto aba na monyi nipa num na mampani dio mama wo no ye mu baako na so na ebi monti ase mu ni se ye kwoto dia ense so obi koyi nipa mienu ana miensa de ba e wose yo manfo na nkasa wo peso kogina no na watu ho na mo aye ho siseye na wagya me ato so aba na mampani na ebebo din na yakoto so aba eno so no nkrofo sa twetwe aso I want to see you entianopai ye bedi san komoni nyina ti constitutional review committee wom recommendations wom de koma mampani ne de mampani gitumu supreme court suru no de ba enra na nyina ye keka bom na yaka ho asem e wo Dwaso Nsem dwumadie so edin amegye so ene abena pokuwa a wennie kofiasan Dominic Sieboa aman hene kwabena sante Caroline Tete Kosimafo Aiwa 05 ena DJ 05 eni crew a ebom chidoma no pay na wachimu no ya shasie edin komo ya ne Dr. Frank Sian our endpoint homeopathic clinic de yeka ho asem no eye Johnson tentem obroni beka se frequent urination na ene no ye bewie na ya hwe ne treatment ene preventive measures ede na wasa wo ye ene wankoduru sa wankosa tebia nim ena se abanso a ekwan be ne be fa ye be so ano vigatem eye malaria drosonko atimita ne lumefantrin ewo mu bi eti eboa etu malaria ase se malaria na tete wa de hia ne so wa ye test ayamo ya we ese malaria ena ewo mu jamu de wo hia no eye vigatem ma onsanka bi eye panacea pharmacy ena de aba 0593 802 668 ena 0274 182 917 na antimaris grab mixan so eye adrosunko a abatan ho atowo mo esanso mo ma ewo nigim omoma so nya hoto efititi antimary egusu ye ene antimary eye NS Chemist Limited ene di antimary aba nti nkwada ya na from agino mo yem omofo ye kapu akwada bu honma na bo hyase se eba eye ho beni ahoyira nkwa akwada ne susa wonim die ha no antimary wo fia mane binom eye hoto ena akwada ne benya antimary's grab mixer a relief child is a happy child. Na end point will be perfect clinic. Ebo yeti dom anopa bia esanso ahunu se apomudin eya de papa. Inti end point de okohwa eye ayaresa fie. Se wo yoba na peso kosho fertility ho asem ana wo kidney wo ye bema so peso kosho prostate eye end point homeopathic clinic mesoma nanyentie honum na stroke de umutenete wase yade kwankro no na situ eye end point ya fe doctor ɛfa 0244 867068 ɛna 0274 234321. Dr. Francian Martin. Doc net is saying
Adom 106.3.
Yeah, the radius me ho ye. Na watchi mo komo aye die eye frequent urination. Yesua bia kama eti na no dwoda besi enra ya woda. Beboto fama yen e de ne yesua yen.
Yo me dase etia we for ne Ghana for nyina. No kwe na wati Johnson 10 ho asem na edi ho komo besi na na e tacho na. E bono to fa efiti e dwoda no. You can say, Johnson 10 na e bia within the day no or Johnson more than this time. This was only from
Doc, wadaroma ka obe position hu ya mami online ni munya kra.
What is it there?
Doc.
But what's the name?
Aha, patriote you.
Okay. I mean, I say, you Rosa a day Johnson 10, and I just so more than 1 to 2 times later, and also I can say Nipano, I work frequent urination, and I say every 30 minutes to 1 hour piano. If I agents courses, it's immediate urination, and I don't think the Lebanon. You can say diabetes and diabetes, it's immediate infection. Mother problem, and I find cystitis, and also to me the back. Then my area prostate, and also to me the back. That's a prostate enlargement. Now it's a kidney, no. I touch a man as a SIA, and also to me the back. Yeah, really to say stroke, and also to me the problem in the back. And I'll be a what I'm in Sapa, so or how we so. And I can say, depend now, be said, Nikia, major on 10, diabetes, Nadia Bana say, infection. But the person diabetes low because upon the crown and is to come at an intention and it's an accommodation. The one infection at the time, yeah, the Bermudian and the Bermudian. The cystitis mean to me who says I need a bladder problem, and the Johnson trial problem, Johnson urban sentence, so that we want to make it by a pressure test or Johnson and African also ever. And a prostate no see don't say when the chrono or do so say or check a car or chin and some against some in the next number. And only a sign of prostate enlargement and a kidney no so if I can say only chronos when a 9 don't say a figure of the shell of an enemy so and also the more who say a kidney and a paper. And then the better complications so all things and Doko. And lines no higher kakra, but Dr. Sian Ebewinti, your drenra, and no can complications as some no, na fee, ya beshe and ne, a dear honum. Ya can frequent urination na, ye preventable, betumia bob brani ye, atotumini massa de beya, minrusam pensona na, anasa ye denye beba, ne banswa, ano sono, ni treatment. It is saying, me a meet to me no niama wo fie. Anase, I was me choir sabia, na yeshame. Na say yan treating swa. A dinner to me liditu. It to me did say be one ma. Yes, it's a one treatia, a beka crano, a John Socre, a ba one tea semka. Inti Dr. Ba, no my home, suddenly money na. Bijidi say kakanka crana yes suano, ya ye bonnet of no swafabi. Dear now ya. Enya yeseno na timide sa enyema we ebano anase Johnson 10 ne bano watwe ho afiri ho anase watoto enyema wode bede ho izan se wode wa imagine se wo long journey na atika mu enye wa private car o eye commercial car na 10 minutes bia Johnson de ho 10 minutes bia Johnson de ho wode so ho so enye yie tesade wo na so na si kwan so we pie wo ye ho hwe enye yie to the imagine nti commercial driver no ana driver na wode tu sa kwan no obetumi agina ma 10 minutes bi ase kwadwonso ana enti ye ka ne se ya na emodru pa na ade no so no wo de hye ho no kran so no ya asem foforo yenko na doctor mfa yento so de nra yesua ye no okay yenya no ho enko okay enti no ye be koso try ene lines no emoyen na end point homeopathic clinic na Dr. Frank Sian wa ye de no edin community no frequent urination no ye bewie ba okwa end point so a Dr. Dubuatin na pamfo no ma ye krado ye we hu asema na ode kwa wo mo be hye aso ano ama wo na wanya hoto de wo ho na dwonso de wo ntentem a tu Dr. number ni 0244 867068 na 0274 234321 yeka end point homeopathic clinic yade kwankro na situ heya na Auntie Mary's grab mixer nkwada aduro ye de ma wom akwada no onia no ne de yesu ne ho yira no obesu ekomode no obesu nti wo hu sa kwada esu ntoatoaso a na chese bibi wo hon ma ontumi nka Auntie Mary sinso kwada na ya wo ma ba fefoforo na koti se na bo beba ko mfie mienu ni ade no na wo ne boa sa bre no akwada no na ginkwa Auntie Mary ebra wo bi wo fie to ye batin ma bi mewo all the time isanse nkwada yi de you can predict so hu we so ye dra ye nom ye chese our system ni matse ye chase ye wu nyina Auntie Mary ene boa yen ye NS Chemist Limited ene diaba pharmacy shop bia be komu benya biato ena Vigatem so de ye Panacea pharmacy ene ton ye dra ye ditu malaria ase enya hoto pam malaria bia fi mojanim etino botumi afre 0593 802 668 ena 0274 182 917 eno ene number sa botumi afre na Vigatem we no atimita ene lumifantrin ewum etino etu malaria sia etu ase kojo ya ensan emabiem Dwaso Nsem dwumadie sunie kejua nankasa Erica se dubu adi atena se ura studio na abowa adia
na wa de me zuma me mo
ade no wa mo akiri wansa na wawuram
me wura na de me
da so etisen
me wura na de me
etisen
de me
etisen
nyame adom me ho ye na so
me ho ye pa
de radio say what they won kwa cha no de me so me kwa cha me ene aye agudi ahodo no asesa gu komu aye pe bia ton de ade wasesa ni na gu komu
just ka wasa de ko
no fa se for no mu se we ofie ho no tete mai
o ko ton de ade we ta de na we jawo
Diamond
you go say
Diamond
box site so ka ho
we Diamond
all right kejua na bibi ekoboko de
yes the bia me catch on my hene ene ade me catch it so we na mabamu abu
so kasa
I know vem ba me catch so na titi bi nsem bebre a say as a future na bright
ade de na te e no ade na e so na
onya no no ade say ba e no say e no ba de ba nche ni say bebre ba na fi ni ma CC citizens no leadership ba bia is something which is there so the knee jack approach the fast service approach maybe you react you proact na bi ntina no emfa emfa de kuma se kwan a delay ma bi nsi osusia e be wiesia that man e wom yakopon na ekitegitan kakra de e kono de nyame na no a ho yemobo
enra minima se e possible a kofi wo se no a yesa kwanhyesi wo moto we no so e free fiesta royal eko Accra mod no
say
school kwada bi omobasa track bi tipa track bi ko so feli break o se die yo de ko dran kwada yi ka na hwen kwada school back se gu ka yim ni ka yi homoja fire for ko homa update asuso madru ho but oman yente hwe san kwada hin ne prayer sen kwada du ba ko edne wo senim
na ma pon school
o ma pon sen na yanwumre be form ho no ko no so ahu na wo hwe state aka ne wo ma just say yam hye eno a me audio na video na me hwe wo fire service for a page ho no na me ti Alex Kinati na me te ne kasa wo video ni mu pa I'm hoping say betumi enya na say omo update because I say omo dey to on so no mo kan hwe biem ahunti ye say bim no kwara no critical condition na ye serious na onim eya na saka sakese track mo anwea cars mo na even omo kita fu omo nya de say areas ahotum ye choked traffic tumi chia na omo de traffic mu a de nkito ye
very dangerous very dangerous
enti ntimi nya bibia fa ho ana sesen
very dangerous so like I'm saying you decided say be fa kwan so no there I mean say na be say because in other countries no say fuel ne say na make the fire for train yam fa main road no man adwe but in a case railway ne kwan da say enti no one say we sha baby to say Accra ha ekọ Kumase yet sa highway na me di sada high but because me ha me fa no more no uhunu ne se anajo ebi won ma 8-10 pm ne sa time no sa wonam so akasa kese yi wusi omo pa so bebre
wusi wo ye overtake we bi ho a omo sa so be sese enti no enti be hunu so omo movie e wo highway no so anajo more
ya
enti daytime no te so omo kofa anwea omo kofa abo ade kran so nke wo so wakofa no okova so wudi tapoli bia nkasa
o glass and pie now me ball glass
na ball glass be hu na akrake okọ kan krompo na hu ba bia be kwa kosi enti yentumi fa hyehyɛ masese yenya kwan ya yede ma wo mo a enhyehyɛ ne sɛ ɛwɔse butumi check mo ahyɛ no break ni bibia because mo no break it to me etifa so anytime
basa osono no gigiri gro
nam se traffic echi na bi di wachi a na akoye
very dangerous and sometimes baby almost me say no the biase joint no say dangerous positions in kwa
no dey jawko
ni ntimi say bu careful bi mu bu na where triangle na siwo so hanya papa
na bi kra bi ni ho
dade yakopon enti I think all those I say indiscipline na dos o ko no wa check obi bia ho say well card eventualities to me see o ko bibia to me see there but mostly no yeah na hadwen
the bia break failure nya de akotwi ni fa nipa so ne yakunipa break failure de bia so ne o mo na na ko
sometimes so na achi no ba o doje bia o gina no o de fa janye you say ya to ase o ba video na so dangerous say honde near hadwen like we are saying maybe a senior update from authority
yes ajowulu situation no nkwada yes lower primary so tutumi say yenkwada class 3 class 2 class 1 kg creative for no tutumi say yes nkwada no na yakofanti we tutumi say akosi bi mu ade bi mu enso ko ahun asisi bi ma ade bi mu ko
na old me say ba school or number ba
kan so we wa track na ekọ nkwada ne kan wewa
anti wo fia na afro say some of the things say transfer no more na not say Uganda for the name they seen right na o ho ani afro say yes ni o
na wo fo na ne mate say mienu ebi de me yensa omu nyina
yeah something no some of the things are difficult to deal with say na obe fa no eden am na now yare kra ba mu kakra bia yare to ne ho ahye kakra bia hade ho ye na abeto dwa sesei na de ene mani
so wa kra be bodam
hwe ho shake kakra ba mu no say o fifi kakra bia na chese bibi ye okra ne ade hadwen we are hoping for the best
yes.
Now ansana call the baby for no what it ya wa na the two ornament shemu say na nwumre radio so ne TV ne so de na be koso
thought leadership jumadia Adom brands ye dia hye so Martha Krensa akwa head of news and current affairs NSP head
okay
na we ye ne part em say a second me fan say season because ye di kan ye no ye share child abuse kwada ayetete wo ma bi won ma ye kan ye dofsui and ye social welfare and the gender ministry eyo masudi omo be hwe san kwada no so obenya kokudro kra bie na no akonfide no bi aka kyerese bia me wo fa bi mi papa bi na wo hwe sabre na adwuma ye ne nkomo ye die na na sen kwada ne bebre na ye to omo na ye yo ma yakayaka de ne ade ne fifie mo efifie enti abusuafo no eye mo e de san kwada ne fa ye onim esesen kwada no tru san kwada ne mo na efie me say ye sister doctor ma me say wadubofo e be share one experience o san kwada ba ko ono an wo fo cheso
ne wofa
ba bia tokru da bia no oni akwada no of oni akwada na dafa ho ba bia tokru da bia I'm telling you these are some of the experiences oma ye nyom wo show no so no e de banti no na ye very extensive nti anajo 8 to 10 p.m. Me and am your host e your anchor on the show na yenya animdifo nso e ba no kan bi o ma nwoma suam nti ene no ye hwe free SHS ubeka ya last year June afemu anie a ye ko bodwa si akoye education forum ema committee yen hwehwemu across Ghana ne nkofo din komo e di recommendation ebro my aban no and the education ministry free SHS etesen se saban ne se double track no betuma ye fi ho a age 2029 aboa so atiase eti no state ai wo mu no ye pene saa ana e wo se sesa no eti gesa ya lanyo apa kejua ye di omo eba de ye solid eti ye bedin komodia fa enwomasua ho na ya hwese dia ebeko yera Kofia Sare Edwards owo yera Clementa Park ye deputy minister for education oba na ye won nat so executives e wo panel no so sanso na ye PT so association no executives beba intadwumre se wo free senior high school no wo ka ho bi ye nyina ye nhia na ye ntoato adwene na ye share the way forward for free senior school ye 8 to 10 p.m. Ebe ye live Adom TV Adom FM na Asempa FM
sharp.
So the thing no let's meet yes share me ho why me ho be fe pa to there ya
na o say any wasem wasa brofo ntade say ne e call a school can let's meet in makai ora as no meet meet
ba ko ye MEET meet ba ko ye MEAT meet we no nya zero and you grass him in the meet you okay men and mate so ora see there o ba ne de ankafala ene ne dia
meet o da I know you no minimum say no chese e betwara hey what it
be serious us ne so aba ho
hey e ko sen
ya ne sa aba nkra ne bi ko cheke se do minus resource aba na obakochusu school so
samom
se omo nchusu school ni bi
resource banks na ya chusu
na so ko hwadwuma ye na ade akofa school
and they say nyema computer in place bi mu
but abe place who said even cross we call selective answer nti bia we na akoba se no we show results me 45 okay into be select schools wa woni mu ahoden schools no so
ya results na kwa select
schools no so ya categorize into say no kwada ne ko back to schools ma kwa select you they are going back to schools akwa select
ti wo the results no na be chere category ko abe
wo be fall into bia fa be se 4 ho no ma sa category ho no ma na wonyam baako na placement na ma baako
nti wo the results no chere to health 6 we 6 ones ah
woni ba bia ko
if woni mu akwa pe bia ko
na beef mo nya bad
na fi na wo ye ko be yi bia
na ne nam 33
enko agadwen enko category A honko 30 na de nemu ebi so a nyame be ye
enye ebi so
no akọ select A no bia 30 no ne wo hene de wo frem
supervisor akọ na teacher ne ko be hwe so wo kita sa 30 na ye ma nko yi grade A school no menyi ni say e advisable so
ati bia so nyame ye
masa wako treasure sabi be ye nyame ye
say bia wo ye yi sesefo ne ayi 30 ba ko frem
na de na ma wo feel say wo ye so special so nko na nyame do
do ne de ayi abna
en fa for soap me cha kwara bi atim
30 ne bia wo frem
e modern bo a wo boy ye no hwe ho school a be fa school no ejina wo modern bo so because obi on my ye ko JHS obi yira ho etwa 10 wan so bedru senior high no do no call government school krompo na wo yi be 30 no obe perform cra chain no
that's my point
so at yes into no em fan say school na wo kono nye papa school bia no depending on how serious you are and no modern board no em fan school ko betumi abenya university abe particular benya scholarship
o ko na schools bi
so at yes
huna sa ebe wi ne bi na mfom
sanity into no em fa ho na grade wonya ye once akonya no so benya school na konkon ade school bia obenya no yo hu kosua after SS no big dinner na wa head after senior high
sometimes we be kura na results no kura
fa enti bema oba en stress wate di onya ye bia benya ho school akọ yero ho de sua de why bibia be fine
adesua na ese usua sen kura na ba social media na yo mo de social media no mo ne omo dene in videos ahodo twa ensema kakra kane akese ka na yom da sem akola team na se fida no ba bare no ya to se bem no ya ma show I mean ti o hwesu nsua de na fe we nyina kwa
Kejua yantisme
there's no shortcut to heaven why
enye shorthand
it's a shortcut
one can shortcut
is this was hanya ga
kwasima fu twade ne mame
it's a shortcut
hey
that shorthand there shorthand to heaven
okay shorthand
it's a shortcut
yenkoye ni me
you know there are some so be shaman man
kwasima fu twade ne mame aiwa chaba me
obetwa use the short is the one shortcut
me pese me hu na ye nyina obi a agitum yenkoye ni
mate say all right and I fear that na
sane ya woda
nyahwe bia me ba ho de ba bia de akofa na ye se na kwa fear de wo na wo hostie ti said ye host adwuma
yes
wa host upon send ye host adwuma ne tie da no na so ye ba no pay tete hasa aga zari host program
amane
je post host adwuma
me from my kwantum amane kwa bana sante
adwuma ne wa madwuma
adana me kasa
ti se na no pa ye no no ana wa ba ye wa se da yiweni wa se da de kasa jimia makai adwuma se host no ye
eno ana me ye
enye kasa keke obia o tie bia enye kasa keke me ba say ye bisa because say ye bisa we ready okay now the if you are so many coffee what should I ready
omana kazano omano e be finance ya
if you are so no I go afa coffee here you say what dey sika mu ko to dey wi
na nkada bedi
but what dey wi
na no ai pastries buy once say coffee
pastries here dey
kasa yes boss
na me na won abna 15th August I am going here fit and free health walk
the Lord starving the Lord starving
now even san ye hyase ne ade afra Lord starving war pediatric
ti me matwa mo the Lord starving ti me
penantie ye nantie fie se akọ okoten
me nantie di kan
so ama Mary
me nantie di kan akotwen
ye nyina nantie fie ase ho afro o nantie obi asma se nantie di kan
ada me di kan
down ho ne dey afro obi edi fi down ye nyina ye nantie bomu akọ
usi dey ti me
ye be na hu say ay o nantie ala so
fa
video ngisi kwana session echa we go try video eti mbacho yina yesha o yina wa ide aso ahya watade abetimi dia work niti yina be share bibia so atima koyi but on 15th August yes anopa 5 am yina yesha
15th August
wa imensan
oh okay
say okay mami excuse me na ojina okay afi na okani ade and what's about no Electroland 50 inch no so but don't sound bigger TVs kura ho a ni na ma teso say Samsung TCL Nasco body smart TVs enya easy kura Electroland some can trust say bumra ho and see something for yourself na my papa na for say omo wi asama free DSTV decoder asama 1 month full subscription oba esu nyina fili o TV kese no so Electroland bag me from 050 315 9739 050 315 9739 now one name Electroland and penny phone to come on want to be my Rexona 72 hours now want to deodorant Rexona phone and yaba Rexona deodorant yes and a promo can honya deba MTN semen can't just 30 years old and the 30 years here chadia can on a bell and a casa jina naso Land Cruiser Prado if I told yeah they who used to about MTN so no and I'm going to medical be a ten you home film because I use MTN so they chatty so they radin yakopon no dey ekoswa I don't want some and so bad and once I don't know abra Mamentinsi kwanim na menko manim na bibia timi enko ehie ni ade a say na officially no opanka ni one drop it title ni oja ti anopa me ma oja why we ko aboshe to ho ba me what na abo na fa twa video ma me pe videos a we dey mama o we dey twa
bibia is kasem
we dey twa
bibia is kasem
na dey o kan so bia
na
I feel about I feel about the over double tea. Na dey iska. Okay, fine. Ko pe bi wo manya point kwatra. Enya ba bia o pe dan no. Na bibia iska. Abia ba ento so na ye pedi mo. She exam no. Under 24 no abia. Coach Master Kuno ni under 24 no amfo. Well, draw a befanisa. We needed a win to do something. And of course, we know na kwa 1-1 against Burkina Faso. Your last game against Togo, ye pese ye kwani ma ese keke ho esa so shebeba oh maso first match am fa second match draw oh maso say na edin there but o me fa ne sa hwese last match abefa.
Yeah, I think it was a very difficult match. I mean, we had a red card in the early minutes of the game, which distracted us a bit, because then we had to make changes and shift players to their unusual positions. Having said that, the game was keenly contested, and I think we did our best. We played better and should have carried the day. But that is football. We accept it and think about the next game, which is against Togo, and see what happens.
All right, and see what happens. And only the chairman there to join the coach under 20 side of Ghana. The very how I last game against Togo no Subisiako. Now you can say if you are copy more Black Wings for catching, you might update for Jordan Besine. Now your first game you can very weird 2-0 and the next match against Cameroon. A Basso Kwasieda 6 p.m. Kashan to South Mami. About for an answer for Benin Krabian a betcha about your Kim last. One on our coach Panipa Edema the Black Queens. Now, Kim last Kasa, who was the first match, Timinia wins. Na say Timmy Dwaso enya another win the queen. Him say I know chance and Bruce on Teman when you call. So it can be as how I never be. Kim last day was a bench in here, or say Benya improved performance in our next game against Cameroon.
I will say that part, together with that, we always had a good depth on the bench. I mean, if I had the chance to do another like 5-6 subs, I would have been doing it, because we have so many good players in this squad. So I will say that you deserve your minutes in every game. So I don't care that much about that, to be honest, but I'm happy when you have the opportunity to give especially young players the chance, because you know that they in one way or another will be the future as well. And I think many did well. I think Linda that came in did so well in the middle. One example.
Right, Kim last and what is some to John coach the Black Wings of Ghana here how that game against Cameroon. Ebesia Konya dia. Now you can say we no Yakopium near Rens and for Kopium Medium Sporting Club of Faka Champion na qualify for the CAF Champions League. Now they back high clubs be and say na baby am bomb home matches they be do some Africa no. CAF said there be am ball ho enye monko ball by for dia. No na be a better medium antina na no tie na kromanti am ball ho. And they CAF ba say tie na afedi ya nesa prelims on bit ma ball na afisu ma ball so qualifies bi ni ade no isi tie na peke a be fati.
Very historic for Takwama in a medium started or cup competition in cup match whether Confederations Cup and the Championship or Tapada. This is the very first time Bobby Bisa and of course thanks to Gogo's Ghana Mutimi AC Stadium now Ama Takwama and no Nama Kunyari Abedaho Ama medium in better one Nayada Cup. I mean the previous campaigns now either sending Bobby Ewo Stadium Cape Coast and Accra Baby and no team no any other support so here and I know sound so other players no feel said they are far away from home but then na say yeah bon wo fear and no players no crying and ma omutumi bobo no person bobo so we are happy to cap for my akonyawe the strategy and the plan for the club ne say yeah person ye call ye nim our CAF Champions League ni mo
right Benjamin Willie Graham and what in some way to a Jaco PMO Media Communications team anymore or the Akoti Mupa. Let's answer me to Jadiama and Yadia. Yakan Sari and Second Bia, so I'm going for a Olympic Games, Olympic Games. Cold Games, one some Kaka, and Fango, now was an Adenisi, because I said, the Kaka quality. I said, Bran, Ebro Joseph Paul Amoa, and Joe Paul, a 200 meters final. And now, to me qualify for final, then some to as an Indian movie, oh, trying to nemo hope, oh, Nyana, Cornelian, echo final amfa, but Ojiri saw back can hokaka, na at least Medano, gold, Sereba, bronze, and Yambako.
I feel good. I've been preaching round by round. We're done with the first round, semi-finals, and I had a pretty tough league draw. I didn't think I was going to get in 3, but I had to psych myself out when the lanes came out that I had to put myself in a good position going into the finals. But if I wanted to make the finals, I have to put myself in a good position going into the straightaway. So I think I did a pretty good execution. I might have to clean up a few stuff going into the finals here. I knew I had to run fast to be able to win or qualify, so I'm happy about it. I wish we all made it. It would have been very historic, but things happen in track and field. You guys, you know it, so we're still grateful that they came out here, showed up, competed, and they are injury free. I'm sure they know what to do to get ready for the relay.
Joe Paul, Nsem no. Now a man no 100 meters said this no. Yvonne Britain. Oh, Yvonne Harry. What to me akonanim. Oh, Yvonne, obagbe me. Yvonne bo. Abra so biare e kan gasen. Wari ganimu no. Bo me bo. Ganimu no. Etwa ben. Abena.
Make a bit of the auto said day.
Etwa sesen. Obiare as etwa.
Na ntia dey.
So me nim ti na me bisa no.
Na ma kan so so.
But what tin?
So.
Me but wait here. Etwa. Etwa. David.
Obiare e wo gan mu.
Ai.
Okay.
O si etwa.
Kwe.
O papa o jina.
Na da we so egugu.
Na se wetima gugu. And I feel so wash we no was or be the man voice.
Hey, what's all kinds of
oh guy. It's in Patron. I just said Joseph Polamo betu the 200 meters final no. It's no one sama na numre 8:25 I should say. Yes, 9:25. It's a one sama. Amadu Mohammed so boxing semi final and walk 55 kg no you be say na be 330 ya na be ba so. Cycling no Erica days ago that be a dejuru. And I can say true. What so women sprint no or but anopa ya cycling wo tu cycling ba ko so ko Shaba Muhammad ye need so 4,000 men no Shaba ye need so part 12 years Shaba can do something ono awia obesan to ba ko sa de aka ho 4 p.m. edition so from judo ni mo no Fremaje Frema je politics. Ba odi judo. Eti kwambia so frema eso be ne de 12 ahansi betima nya bibia fimalti. Koma games ni mu na ye twefa e body e batom ya ni dam so betima je bibi no. Ana kwambia so no ye hwe e de akiri kakra ne ade ano. E won asama no. E be ye ko the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament ne so basto den. Ye nuan mo dwefo on program aya mo ye na fibia na patro basto the 2026 edition no. Ano be den Saturday 29th August na be basto University of Ghana Stadium registration abie anya easy kula eti nyumakuo ni agrankra ni ade mo fa ko nyim na de nyede multimedia ye we team e be compete agege medals dignity come and challenge us eti ano be den ni ade be two shot put why shot put shot put enye shot put for there protect for there wo my name is Agasmeti enye shot put shot put come on me
masa shot put
now we can put my hands on. Why want to say me guess what put? Shot put.
You mon shot. Mon shot in party why?
Fit and free at work on 15 August. Me nyina yen shia. Ewo ayi mensa ne nanten kosoro ho. Me ba cho electoral and some kan cho. Say watete niam na so stare ano at the end of the year obia bit man but so obia nya big television ne dem normal sa 1 month free subscription na bibia ntimi ko yi DSTV no 0503159739 electoral and from now money ni sa so si ana bejo de Rexona motombe hwam aba meti fo emu so mama yadwuma din na monye mo kwadwuma mo fam motom ukopie batim sa adwuma no ya ne ade bi pagya satam bia opɛ na so bia gaza
okay
ne ekoso yi MTN na di 30 years enti koso ana ayisu MTN na so nya points na diska ne niam mo cheri bi fa go botom star 530 hash fa ho jibu na bibia ntimi ko
meda sinti we na obisa ye no eye opi
ka kidwa ne ho opi mu bacho aya fa nankasa ka kidwa ne Erica Siri Bwedi over to you once you oji police opi opi
ko Yera Enoch Degbe Esquire eye Sedna Tamakulu ne lawyer anopa medike abo amane se enra wo hwe appeals court any case o chese wetwam enti ye mame no onfa ne ho enkodi kwadu e board no sika o man no susu se ekodi ne ho ede de obo man no kro no esisaye na ye ne lawyer no eni ho enkomo council Martin
meje also miniaba
yada sene ebra wanya amayen de di kan appeal ya mo appeal ye we are informed say 2024 mu after judgment ne ba ye eso onko da fiase 10 years no e na mo ye mo file sa appeal no no kre
mamindi kan tia with you for yes no kre in fact you file on the 9th of May 2024 so I'm say judgment ne ba April sometime in April 2024 no it just barely about a month near file here
okay and after filing no 2024 May me enkansa till December ya de to about change of government by court of free case no mama mo serve attorney general and I say process no concern at the time.
Say appeal there. Who file will notice of appeal. I mean, of course, you best survey attorney general. Into serving we are now. The obeying now lower court no. Into when the high court no be when the high court no be juma for some time to transmit records no to court of appeal no. Inti chese because remember say appeal is by way of rehearing. Inti chese the course war high court ni bia na say trial court ni bia no mo boabo na ano e di akoto court of appeal no enim no mo so omon hwe ni mem so the course war high court no sa na eti ana say baby tochima na say I mean bibi no appeal is by way of rehearing. No, say into that time na ye working to transmit the records no, and so we share records na voluminous. In fact, 9 volumes. Into enye small work, 9 volumes. Into I mean it's a bulky with documents.
Okay, nti ya clarify say ebra wo mo appeal ye no mo serve the attorney general then e mo ya aware na okay nti after hono after some many mo no e na mo sha say mo ne high court ye documentation no ne ho niema but de be kwa appeals court no sanity and na it take him how many years to do that?
Obia oye we lawyer go krom nim how the appeal krom ha I mean how it is. So you know when say your registrar ne the officers no na juma na oye den omoye you know into no omona I'll say omoye den omojuma ne say ombe go through your friend is saying I compile it with documents no then yours is to just come and pick it review and make sure so bibia I will say a woman and sana omai then omo epushi ako your friend is saying court of appeal you know I mean essentially no you only omo yes ejuma na bibia ku through and ombe forward it to court of appeal no so basically that was what we did I mean the first few months.
Nti mebese meti asiente no etekimo emfie sen anse na munya mo documentations na ready bibia ye pepepa mo de eko appeals court no e ho na person hu how many years and as a month
in terms of maybe off the top of my head mean to mean your friend say months or years but what I can tell you they say when the court of appeal became filled with the appeal properly we order in what's it called in February file a submission in February file a written submission
yeah my auntie ase nti mo democrat no appeals court into the whole of 2024 no man to me enya documentation no the whole of 2025 and no so no anya wie until this year February to be person my process
no we in between your court I mean there was a lot of back and forth. I mean at a point attorney general raised issues about documents need be say any documents need be any volume documents are or they saying court of high court no dey buy no na sa omo evidence be enim sa nema so we had to go back so there was that back and forth to go and rectify the documents and bring it back and all that so a lot of processes
Before say your mama said na ebeba na makọ ho court be say ansa na extradition process no e go from na ko Ghana na makọ be say how many times?
Off the top of my head, maybe about 5 times or even more.
Before the extradition until the more appeal no na mo person ka botumi enya the rehearing no krompo ansa no beba Ghana waba.
No, I mean we were pursuing the appeal no I mean without regard to what was happening in the US.
Mm-hmm.
What was happening in the US need a different process. Juma audition as the lawyers no is to appeal the case no into no na ya focused on it, so we're not doing it say you obeba no na say your friend is saying
judgment no
determine the case no that wasn't the mind, but if that happened then why not? I mean, because the appeal had taken more than 2 years, you know, a little over 2 years. I mean, considering time I file any time I judgment APR, it's I mean a little over 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every lawyer, I mean, it's I mean a normal way for appeals to take about this 2 years, a little over 2 years, we normal.
Denti ya mi bisa en se die ebi esusu no en se enam se na maban eni ho eti da mo twentwen mo na asia ma change of government ba ya maban ba ye ena mo san Kenya mu se mo de asem no ekwa appeal na mako ase mako twa judgment di kan eba ye nim edi no wo peso yeti ase se eye process no na delay ye na nyesa mo twɛn se mo aban beba anase ye mama said na aban beba and na wodi asem na kokot so obedi nkonim said yati. Was that the case?
Mini aba wudi ni ede impugn kame
me di abna pokua
I mean mo aban beba ni we ni there. I mean I don't know where that is coming
from.
Yes,
that is what I'm saying. Mama said na
so I'm a lawyer, so please I mean you can do your politics, but respectfully I mean, don't drag me into your politics.
Okay. And I make said yeah, mama said na buying. So I think so I went back to your mama said na am I involved you? It no so be every this mini na. And semu a wode be ma sani pa no na ade ma ya no pe say e process ne delay man bedru sabri na nya se mo na mu delay say e ma medru sam pempen so yi.
Of course. And I'm Kaka said right after I mean Oshia, we have been very proactive with I mean, the appeal about a month after we know judgment, and I file a notice of appeal, and then we have been consistent with, I mean, prosecuting the appeal. We did everything in our power to make sure that the appeal, processes were fast tracked, Mr. Animan. But of course, like I said, volumes, no. I mean, every lawyer knows there is one volume, a huge document, and this was 300 plus pages. A volume is about 300 plus of, documents, and we had nine volumes. So that should tell you the amount of work that the High Court had to do, and then in all these 9 copies, they had to run copies of about 7. Do you get it? 9 copies. They have to do it in 7 places. So it's a lot of work from the High Court all the way. And then because of the volume of work, there are many a times mistakes. So in terms of the BEMA, you go through it. Once you identify the mistake, you take it back for the correction. So you'll be doing that back and forth. So that's more of administrative processes. You'll be doing that back and forth with the lower court. Se mujitum se bibia ye ukia answer number transmit court of appeal. Then they'll come and serve you with Form 6. Then you file hearing notice, come to court, and then take directions from the court. Then you take it from there. So when I make I say so by the time I go through all the administrative processes, I mean, eventually when the court gave us the directions, were to file our submissions sometime in February, which we did. The AG's office were supposed to have filed 21 days. Now, because someone filed 21 days after I filed it. Going to be file. And the back to court. Ebe G leave or court also court. Yes, so you to me and file it. Court Emma so okay, Munko file by at a point almost have a raising issue. So no, like said documents maybe in him. We had to go back to the High Court to get those documents rectified, and then came back. So it's been a lot of back and forth. I mean, but I mean, to me experience, I mean, 2 years for an appeal. I mean, a normal.
Okay.
Normal.
It's shed a see a court and massa ruling way a better bunting between my briefing him say as a lawyer dear Woshano and now on sa akano na wokono now ye hopeful say results we and a beba pay wo issues are what reason and ne was so ja wa money ba wo dia kwadan court no.
Oh, I mean yes, na you're very hopeful because I mean we saw a lot of defects in the judgment of the High Court. There were a lot of defects, and so I mean, if we share grounds of appeal now, I mean, so for instance, in our strategy, we had a three-pronged strategy. Until attack even the charge sheet, which is the foundation of the ball said in you get it because you can say a lot of things. You can say a lot of things, but how you even I don't know how to put it, but like so yes, we attacked the the charge sheet, and then we now came to the prima facie determination. Okay, and then before we came to the judgment itself, so I mean we were clear in our minds that we stood a good chance of success on appeal.
Okay. Eti yahuno so say Attorney General a file stay of proceedings no eno dan chen so a wasan so kwa appeal really na eba enra no ebo hu ana.
Oh, appeal there. To say there yes so ye appeal ye no. Sa na obia wo hu right. Say ono so be then say or feel say judgment no and court the way our expert here or working rights or be then or be appeal and none of the normal court processes I mean we'll meet them in court and then we'll have a day in court and none of the normal booming I mean if I mean and you say almost the before and never become the court meaning from the High Court and one I him. And Emrano ends because Sebu it is about you. And I say you get it. Emrano is the I mean one of the principles of jurisprudence is certainty. So that you know so this is the Emrano CMFA we enter. Into say means in a better and I say won't in a better Emrano it is there. You get it. So that is why appeal is there. So almost feel say you may do a course or court of appeal no judgment now almost the abano say I took baby atochima. Ne kwan so no say almost the because Supreme Court na ya then yet to me I then go through a process of refining your law no, so that your jurisprudence now I say yes criminal jurisprudence no minima na economy we are this about law and development whilst as we I mean prosecute these matters in court buama legal system no so economy
okay
I believe say ne kwan so ano no
na buamna yenti we ya senti no wo hwe really na court of appeal de baye na kyerɛ sɛ boni bia nkoso kwadu de bɔ ne nyina no ansi anase esi na so kwadu bɔfo no ɛna ntumi amfa wɔn adansefo ne wɔn adansedie ama mekyerɛ mu yie amro so a ebetumi atɔ court no anase ebetumi ne mmara na ahyia sɛ amponipa na yɛ bɔne which it was bɔne bi ansi na bɔne siye so prosecutors antumi anyo madwuma yi
sɛ na me di kan sɛ kwedu a ɔmode bɔ maame no ɛyɛ sɛdina tamakulu no the law is that he who alleges must prove nti wo na wode na aba court or no there would need any obligation to assist you prosecute your case wo na wode na aba court say we di bɔne nti bɔne na we di no wo na say den wo de ɛho evidence eba kyerɛ so ampa I mean to all intents and purposes no plan bia so no why then we dis abɔne no but say wo no when to me improve your case when to me amfa evidence I to me prove your case and beto your friend say court minima court no cannot help you.
Okay.
Do you understand the point?
Yes. The just say BBC ne mo na want to me am a prove your case sanity.
What it BB hampacho
I say BBC me kwadu de bo wo no asidie now so na want to me am a prove nti ho ne pese hu say said ruling na by we want to get it say boni bi ani ho and I want to me make you case ye nti no bibi says
yeah ono no kwedu a omode ball no odinai kwedu no o ka se enye sa na etie nti no wo a wo se sa na etie no e na wo say wo ye den wo prove say indeed sa na etie once on we deny no because how to convict a person is on nipana admission. Say nipana bejiatum say maye. Then you can convict the person. And not any go through process no by adducing enough relevant evidence. I bet you say indeed, leaving no doubt in the mind of the trial of fact. Say indeed, sir, we know AC. You know, once I will deny, which means say the burden also say obey the ube prove elements of crime na also are committed, so that ubia share will say no indeed, ampa why the work as a wire no.
Okay, eti really naba ya attorney general part no say mabisa ama wo say you are ready for sanya money na at this point. More consider sebia mo client no entitled to any compensation patasika bi isan say obedru Ghana no yenim say we were informed say ye de ne concern ma or na ne sentence no okoshase and the ruling we aba or you deserve na so you entitled so minor was your pattern or mobile proceed with it ana.
So at this juncture, in fact, my instruction was to prosecute the appeal. We need any further instruction on compensation. But I mean, once I name a client at Nase after Bibia, na you go through we share the way I never call any sanimana. Na that advice is we. Plausible. Why not? We will look at it.
But Serja, mona moye a lawyer for no in situations be say no, ya nani pano entitled for compensation biana. And in this case, like in general, say enkoboni be we say ya.
Say yes. Sorry. So yes, the law, in fact, allows for compensation where a person is wrongfully incarcerated. So as I said, the law allows for it. So that is the, general principle of the law. I mean, as to whether you qualify for it is also something that, you have to make a case for.
Okay. Mate. Mama na se do bre na o client say o hefa.
I mean, I no pay or someone but go to administrative processes no na. Ya say ene uye betimi eyi no.
Mate. Mama na se no bre wanya dia maye. Ti Enoch Degbe Esquire Sedina Tamaklu ni lawyer ena ye no edi nkomo no na emu nkomo so no ye hwese benya lawyer fo ni bi no maboa yen enra ya hunu se judgment no ababonte ni 94 pages na omo ni mumre mu no abubu mu akama nti no utume kinkan a na wate ase na yemisa ye ho se kwadu na kasakra na ye ka mo asem no eye kwadu benya won se ye mami na 2013 kosi 2016 Maslock ye ka Maslock I don't know ye aban atena ya wode asi won ma wo madwuma ne se wo mo beboaboa o ma emane meme ye bodwabodwa no enti no se bia opebesia bi edia ye wadwuma ye bank na se microfinance kwa na opesika kwanya da hodom a sa sika no sabetumi aka okọ honom ne hihye kwan so kokowi a on sabeka na onsoso no watumi aye wadwuma na diedi kan no kese pa na ewo mu no omo HSE bank bia na efre no Obatampa microfinance na Obatampa microfinance no eye bank wo Kumase omo kose omo pebesia edi adijuma aja edi ashe bank ni madijuma na saa besia na womo epe no sika Maslock edi maye eye 500,000 Ghana cedis besia eno mo de maye na manebo ne kire se Maslock ene Obatampa microfinance no ani nkomo anko agreement say besia de mawi ensi ho no eyo hamu chichemu du anase enum bank no anase Maslock fo send 500,000 Ghana cedis no e de koma Obatampa microfinance omo send sika no koye akire eno mo be kire mo senti sika na ye dia ma ye besia no interest sei ene da so eno Obatampa fo se da bi interest we dia no ode ye ntimi eba sade sika no krampo no nche ye nya hwe wo ho nti ye pese ye de manka musika emamo a ye tro check according to prosecution no adase kwadubofo de asam ne court no omo se ye ma me sedinam tamakulo ene bank ne di nkomo se omo nka sika no se nka ye check a ebia be tro no Maslock fo di mu na wo de aba o se memfa enye no check ye sika no bra ntomu yi sa 500,000 Ghana cedis no ene ye de go efiura so mu ene ye de baye prosecution kwadubofo kire se omo de sika no tena ka mu fi Kumase bankran ha ebehia ye mami ewo bato na filling station eho no mu de sika ne baye ema eye o tron krata echese sika no ne nsaka amane bo chese sika na ye yi ni cash e de baye no ankwa nkoto Maslock fo account mu 500,000 Ghana cedis at the time 2013 fan 13 years ago any separate na oye penyi wo Maslock no sika na medru Maslock fo account mu eno eda nchen a sabre ni mu aso se bese 2013 2014 ho eja to kanta eye kantamanto ehon so se ye adwadifo eja to ho sa no e ma adwadifo no ehon ekire wo mo pa enti aban no anaso man ne yese 1.4 million Ghana cedis ena Maslock forecast say omode kwa akoma adwadifo no na eja omo so ho ahan wo mo musida no ansuo to yen ehiri fa yen mampani say ye de sika be say 200 million monchicha na 150 million monchiche bibisa na si sabre no 1.4 million Ghana cedis a Maslock forecast say wo mo kwachiche de ma dwadifo mo ho kan ye e wo kanta no emu be 700,000 Ghana cedis ene kwa dwadifo ne ho bebro 600,000 Ghana cedis de anu eno so a ho akontabuo ama omo yese wo mo de dwumadie bi ehhehye so sa dwumadie no na eye adwadifo mo ne Maslock food edi dwuma no wo mo ye ncheche dwumadie wo mantam edu ni nyina mu edi ama wo mo kwadubofo kire se mantam miensa pe sabra ne wo 10 regions na nye 16 mantam miensa pe ena Maslock fo ekoye encheche no budget na eda so no na eye 1.8 million Ghana cedis eno ni budget a no mo de ko all 10 regions ane adwadifo na ne Maslock di dwuma no akoye ncheche omo ye regions miensa na sa regions miensa no so no kwadubofo kire se 1,300 Ghana cedis kanisika 13 million eno mo yidi free 1.8 million Ghana cedis nim ede yeye nti ekwa wi no na sika besa 1.7 million Ghana cedis no akwakan sinsemu yeni ho akontabuo nti sika no ewo he sika Ghana fo sika ne ebobo so sa no eno na nchen omusan so de ehhehye bi dwumade bi gu akwan so a eno so no mo client na eba beye eno so no na wo mo ehhwe nim ese 246,000 Ghana cedis ni sika mo de beye sa financial program no ene ho hyehyɛ dwumade no amaso sika no so a yeyiye nti sika no ewo he eno so no ne kakwadu a ebo ye mame sedna tamakulu no asan be se 350 vehicles ene no so no ebeto dwa se master okofo ye so mo kofa sa asen no ediaba na omo dia asen ne ba omo dia ma GPLT fo ama GPLT fo dia ya adwuma na anim se sabre no asen na wo mo ekokra ye no according to information esi sabre ne kwadobofo ama ne bono ya kasa ya inflate figures a se bianka me kwato ehyen ye 1000 Ghana na me kwakoto no 25,000 Ghana ne chese me de sika ne bia ka ho ehyen na kasa de nka ne boy 10 million enso meme no me de bia ka ho a ase kickback a me ba me beti afi so ya inflate figures no ntu be kaya be se 2019 mu honom asam kese bia ebeto dwa ehun kobodie ba ye pa branch ba ko City FM ene na wodi ne dwuma na owura na friend Caleb Kuda okoko pie mu ba bia na eye maslo ko forecast na wo mkofa ya ne bo ye demroso eti GPT forecast say ye na mkoto ahye de abram ye de ye dwuma ya chem say abna pokwa na ye na hye ne na di nkomo a ne hye ne bo no ewo fam a eye de ye pe intedu na monko mo amfa sa nipa na nya dwuma mo ma obi fufro ne koto cast ne ba ye mpansa mo betena se abeji contract dia cast ne GPT for so mo nye cast no wuti ama ne bona wo mo kire say cars ni mu be se oha no ya overprice ni be se $28,000 cars 350 na wasa masoko for koto de ba at the time no emu 100 no ya inflate ebo no ya peja abo no mu kosro ema no kodru be se $28,000 a sa sika we na eni se eba mu esanse ebro car ne bo so enti ba sa no GPLT forecast o mo de cars no wo mo nye it's a supplier omodema masloko for no omo fasa supplier no anya dwuma edanchen so a procurement ho krompo no so ensensem ebaye ani nyina no na ye mame sedna tamakro mo chese ono no supplier no omo amfa nya dwuma no na ye penyi wo hono at the time it cars no ye jagu hono ma na cars no e pro essay it unim de omo ye at a point no omo auction ye tetene bo so de maye de kagu hono na Caleb Kuda City FM ekoya no wokotwa national security fo brim wo mo at the time ho asem e ba krowe mu no na nya de ketwa so obekae pa ni nyina ne masro ko nsem ya ena de sakas no ene ho sensem e baye babe ya bedrunie sa sika me bobo so ma wi kantamanto adwadifo di anko doye bojua wase ho isanse masro ko no ayefo ahiafo adwadifo masro kete ho no eye for here for dwadifo eti say yetuoman mu na ye wo sasika we wo maslok na yetumi tu sasika we gu na ho akontabo be ya asem na kokogina court na ye sa attorney general tumi ameka na asem yie attorney general tumi amekiremu yie se nipa na ye de ne begina court no wo se de mo kanyina no medi ho bem menim ho hwee enti wo na wo de maba no wo na wo se wotumi be kire se eyampampa se sa 500,000 Ghana cedis na me kwaji wo fiewura so mu no eyampa se meje ya fa ho adansi die bra ne bra be kire court se ampa meje ye sa kanta mantofo sika na me kasa me de kwa na mo se me de half ne kwa ye no sa wo se me de half dia bra be kire me na ye hunu sampa de me kasa me de kwa ye dwuma wo regions ahodo no eno so be bu ho akonta kire me be ka kire court se eyampa se me gisa sika no regions me kasa me ye 10 me ye 3 wo na wo se me ye miensa wo na wo se madisika be kire court se ampa madisika fa wa dance die bra fa wa dance fo bra babi ejina nie tuati asiye babia ye gina asomanie eje ene di oti aban mu yi office bia obite betumi han nani ase somani sika no dia wasa ne srem na wadi sika no wawia yenim se change of government beba isa sa party bia ne won mo so betumi abetena so afebo obekọ mo bia ba
aban foforo ba ye wose asomasi officer wotena ye wadi omani sika ya twinipa no ye de na kogina court ye bisa me amese bi de menim ho hwe wona wose madiska wona so akohwe nkreta okay madiska dia wadansi dia won fa begina court be kirem. It is a prosecution no anase kwadubofo no and to be anya dansidiem rosoa wuti brofo na wose beyond reasonable doubt. It is a kwaduboni no and to be anko gina court na wan kwanko kyerɛ nsɛm a ma dansidie no ɔde aba no anto asomum rosoa se ampampa se abna pokwa de sika wo bo sika no ase ba bi agina nie asoman. This is where we are. This is where we are as a country. It is a kwaduboni no because me na de makomesi mi nisika wo se ma diska okay kyerɛ me me diska no wen wo nkrata wen wa dance fo wen adeefo ba bi agina nie te sika me bobɔ so ni nyina no ye bebisa lawyer fo se sika no ase anase te sen dia dre ba bi ye woyi ye kwaya nase ye baaye ma me kwa homa somra me ni lawyer nana obribo ahen e mon kobo cancer mache
ya me do so
beda sene obra wanya de ma me beji de se really na aba nra yi what be uso msayin.
Oh, some ruling no some maka that I spoke on 2 FM stations. Some I no omo de na ba no de. Ada so ombeko bail pending appeal. Ana obobaye no tenten no omoja. I said it. And to me as a lawyer, I am not surprised. No, because you see Wamua dia kura wo court wa yedi kobana they say do for sagleme
okay
we ba kura be guso be di kura be jawe na ne ba dia wie ni bentum nya no mpacho ti ne meka ase
mitio
ne ba guso be di be jawe bikura on my asana janu kura asana ye minister na ne ebua no for dia ye janu de no na ye ntimi. But you know it's quite serious many about any tifo media da bia me ka money ba bia maduri. I am more than 60, so any moment from now metima kwa menam that me shani yakoso na me shani ya NDC womo kan ye na me hwani ya MPP kan ye na me hwani NDC from paying for binuma ye na me hwani MPP from paying for binum so ye no a me suma money we sabia me MPP ni na it will be dishonest on my part so me kasa me MPP ni nti MPP for the anya bone NDC no. So me share my Ghana in your family with our resources, with our intellectuals. Now, from a soldier intervention, military intervention, now MPP aba, MPP ko, NDC aba, NDC ko. Now manfo sikadie, sikaria, kronobo, hospitals nroni ho, yakwane nye, nipa nye juma nye. I weep for this country, and the future is bleak. First time die home. The future is bleak. I am more than 60. I can go to the grave any date, any time. But when Sagumi say, yeah, near baby, Ebenezer, near baby. Eti, Ubi Sami said, and I'm there, lawyer, arrest, prosecute me in Kyoto. The castle we are in Africa, and that is Africa.
Okay, it's a council, dear no yatsi, a chesa sikana yabobo suni nano, Asiana.
Nancy away. And she away. People who operated the same micro finance company ye bia wo for the wo kotumu yama wo mu bail. I mean, I see can share na way. Mini about way. Woda sorry now to say MPP time. Na say auditors report say MPP will be all African Games. Hotels no kra o mu ko 2 years say ya hane ye no. Hotels no kra o say ni ho. Those companies, those hotels are not in existence. MPP time. Why all African Games? Hotels. Auditor General capture. Those hotels are not in existence. Yeah, and you know na can one and a price me. Yam fan sa some kura. Ghana fan sa some kura. But this is the go be no. Hotels no kura any no. Eti MPP time. E bin me di sikan be diko. Baba chebe be di basam. NDC tam e bin me di sikan be di. Omuchi omo e wo koto a ye jai wo ye di wo masama ye jai wo. So what message, what lessons for the future generation? The future is bleak. Our hospitals are crying for drugs. Nurses are replacement. Teachers are replacement. Akatia to yakwanin and so your hospitals in yet. And the younger generation are crying. Obiatim pentin kwa. Obiatim pentin kwa. And it cuts across. It is all NDC, MPP, so you have a similar problem. The same thing with the Abanisika. We say, no, yeah, kwa cathedral. With the Abanisika, with the Kwaya cathedral. Yagana fought to Abama ni Pafo Fraba on Misawu Bassa. We say, Median Yamay and Samaman Kukonket. And may you cry for Aquani and then from Kumasi to Accra. It's going to take about 10 hours. And again, and that's one baby. And that's one baby. I am a staunch member of the NPP. My only prayer in this world. Say, Uncle Paul, be a Mr. Man, be a Mahmoud Bawumia, or maybe a Kunyan. And not because any MPP, no. Because I see, sir, look, I see a God-fearing person who can put the all together. No, but I'm saying, yeah, the campaign for 2024. Because I'm saying there's no need to ban it. Ban it. Because and then cocoa no yaha cocoa no abro no bayre no. And rather no mum krata to regularize it. To regularize it. No, also fanya ala kakra. Because giant mining companies, Abanuba Yadia say 10%. 10%. Giant mining companies. Nabana Kwajibosia, no, they be equaling giant mining companies cars of fashion. Contract 10%. Sikako Kwa Wafum. Young Timmy about 20 or 30%. Na be man de ne mayane we assassin nia ape bibi dato dia ade de opposition so bui. Our leaders have disappointed us. Some of our leaders after independence till today. So Jabani Bebre Rollins ruled 18 years. No, Malaysia was nowhere to be found. And now Rollins obey rule for 18 years and then be Malaysia. 18 years, Rollins win the opportunity. 18 years, that Nonsia, sorry, Nonsia, Shababi Ayakwe. Kofo, Wamaya Health Insurance, come on. Akufa do Ababa free senior high school. And Kamahama Obaye free tertiary. Anyhow, ultimately, the Casa was a reader war. The Casa was a reader war. San Chemical. Nti me ko yiye be kwa manamu amanye ben ne ye mu bi ne ye kobo amanye se and that's only baby the future is bleak son ntamakuru be jano na ase makwa constitutional review said president odi 4 years only 5 mfa so ba ne woso 4 no kura na oye den 4 no kura na ye den no di 5 4 no na ye den na D5. Mfaso be na so. ye pese yi DC ya ye beboaboa no ya ye nipa miensa no mato so aba sabi ayensem ma assembly sini tumi ne wo mo antimi nya wo mo adwuma ukosunyan domasia assembly woman bi wo ho ye fa ne nene oya DC women organizer awia domase no fa asana domase assembly woman no oya DC ni o so ya MPP stronghold so da bia ma me ne gina no ba to abanaman because she's a good material. She's a good material. We don't develop the country from top down. It should be from down up. Obi nya so DC ya ono abenya to me ya wantem wo ya beto aba ya benya ye DC. Sunyane MC Sunyane West NDC MC yo se say me come chiro say MPP kura wo power now the no ba obetwa obi a amanfo beto aba man. Okay. Because it's a very good material. So ye be hwa ye sa nyema we nyina ye nhwa nya na motenkene na ye we na sika fa na sika ye we na ye de akosha ball na ye twa tikita ma obi hospital sompanho the whole regional hospital. Okay. Emergency bus do me.
Enti council yen hwe nkomo nyina no corruption ene ne ko ene se oman no de asudie ma obi se besom oman no a oman sika no wo so motutu ne ye de ekoso ya yetie se obi te government institution bia no ana ministry bia no na sika bi fa ne nsase na de sane pa ne ko gina court o se media minim ho hwe wona wo se madin ti no bra na be provi ese madin code for prosecutors and to me prove ya onipa no wafa ne ho adi sika no ahye sa kwan wei ene si ye corruption no.
Oh awura talk baby da ayam people town na corruption na NDC town na corruption oba corruption no say this dipa no ye involved no they no nye high ranking NPP ni and high ranking NDC. Let me be very honest and sincere with you. Is it the high-ranking MPP man, MPP tribal, and now corruption, and a high-ranking NDC man, NDC power, now corruption. Everybody working. Yes, because of you. What you say?
Me too.
Daniel working, and yes, because of you. Mratunda. The confidence of Ghanaians in democracy, you know. The confidence of Ghanaians, you know. The confidence of Ghanaians in Western democracy, you know, above from. But that doesn't mean that we should go for military government. No, military government is not an alternative. Some of our politicians and intellectuals have disappointed us. During MPP time, DCECB Yadiyama Basha, Ntamu Hofonwa President Sosano, President Sosano.
Enti council, dear, o kama meti asese, ebano corruption konwa. Se moa manyofo na yedemotina ho na corruption bata mo ho no. Moa na mo komo ho se mo corruption e dia enye yie sanete ye.
So if it is an MPP time, that the high ranking MPP member, the Kwakojina court. Maybe I have 4 times na you be about a former minister for youth and sports. And yes, sir, I am because I'm not you. Some non tamaklu, a high ranking NDC person a court to crack convicted on. And I a gino. Now NDC minister, no NDC person at the back of court. Auditor General support MPP time so by say sika bebrayira. Na MPP time na MPP wa power nipa ne MPP ni no. Ena ye de be ko gina court ana. Me bi sa oni atiefo.
Enti mo amanyofo no a mo beka che Ghana for say medase enti ye dan ya yenim se yewra na no bribu ahinde wa ya manyonia na wo de wo hayi enti mo am beba beka che se mo ko moni abre mo pese mutu corruption ase so mo ba mankasa mo nim se enye yie esanse mo an san fofore mo ho nti da manyofo mo dada Ghana fo anasesen.
The truth of the matter is ebinum because you see once again let's take the NDC. A lot of Ghanaians voted for NDC based on ABCD. Let's come from NDC 209 based on ABCD. NDC by Watimanya, then MPP about 2016 based on ABCD. Auditor report, Auditor General report, Afibia Beba, Sikadie Sikewia. Sign a one court. Then Ghanaians voted for NDC 2024 based on ABCD. NDC Subayana, Sikadie Sikewia, NDC for Sana, Auditor General report. Sana Yado Makoko. Sana Yado Mo Akujinako. Sana Yadia. So it looks like we are not learning from the lessons of history. All of us, both MPP and DC, political actors, a good number of them, we are not learning from the lessons of history. We should learn from the lessons of history. President Mahama. One year opportunity a bit man so vice president one be president. Wako tenefi yasina to abama wa ba na chese niema basa akukọ nkete na meyewe and even when people are calling for reshuffle of your own ministers miniaba obi outi say your mind pa to Ghana na yakra mako yakra gene yakra tomato from Burkina Faso enye ferie production bempa na yanya bra yentimi nya no afam please anso sikano na baka say de ma obi onfa kwa agrek baka ko wie na ko wie ba ko fobuto no de fa niema o Dubai o de fa niema o China oya party campaign ti yentimi fa no kokot me dem me kan me nyankopɔ no yese babi aduru de me kan me nyankopɔ because I've completely lost. Because GDP ya me MPP ni MPP 4 years ya niema bi MPP munhwe we yi o jawe obribo ande wanya post ti nani abre nti me enye post me nyame. We've been given the mandate to run this country. Let's run the mandate well. Oh jawe ya the free senior high school aba ya the free senior that this is binum ya corrupt on general. Change them, arrange them before come. Ministers let's do the proper thing. Oh yeah, the planting for food and jobs. Planting for food and jobs is so near that so tomatoes should not call Jamie from Burkina Faso. Back on top about my MPP for my country. Very MPP. And this yaba. Mahama yadia, money ya, you I very enjoy. Amra so and I could go to and agenda 111 to us.
Okay.
Niema bi basa. Me akoya then you are telling me say why corruption means what? Ni paro yare ya de na ko afite na o no bed. Me ya fa nko ba bi ya ko ba bi ni paro kura ewu. Then you are talking about corruption. You are talking about corruption. For the corruption. Is it not the political advocacy? MPP, the MPP, Obadan or the MPP campaign of Kudinako. NDC, Obadan or the NDC campaign of Kudinako. Yakobo Bolu were brutally, they see a ticket to be one of the brutally. He for no ticket to the man. And what is the basis? The international ticket when the hospitals are crying for drugs. Mpakureno. Nobody in America will not ticket to Manakoshabo. And regional hospitals. Go through all the regional, Sunyani, the whole Sunyani regional hospitals. The last time I call, no emergency bus, the MCB do me repair. Sunyani Pony, no I call Brikum, no I call Sempa, no I call Winch. So it's a sad situation.
Okay.
A very worrisome situation. Now I think that I'm a pajaman and saying, Yanko Pono, what you to me, what? To me.
But mama na say any ebra wanya e dia maya no pe
makolo no dia ashim asa akotana kumase ya asa wa choba akwa bi ofo no ya bob o we no protest you say ashim ashim
yate
no it's not then imagine why we look at this amount of money okay betima ye tire kwan from Accra to Aflawo or Accra to Sekandi or Accra to Trinkwane or Accra to Kumase. Ashim. What can you say? A Birman yes couldn't namshi on your Dumania. Ashim. Nurses replacement. And ye said Nantamakun. Ashim. I think of Fakatia allowances. Ashim. What did you say? And do you think that WI should be MPP, NDC, MPP? Is that the way to go? Is that the way to go? Should it be only MPP, NDC? Leave the cinema, but want to be who say, you bet to be a free senior high school. Into a bishop who answer, also by a free tertiary. Then Kimber Binaja, Romani, WM Sora Messi Muruzu. Maybe I'm home. Miniaba.
Beda senobre.
Yo, Mr. Madam what?
Nana obribu ahen eye lawyer. Na unse se wutie enkomoni se ya. Ya no abisa ho se. Edien na manyoni be kan beto trim. Na wate ase anya gidie se o. Political party we die. Di omo candidate we e ka kire me oba obetumi aye. Hwe corruption na ye kan corruption no wodi bisa ho say sika ye bobo so aban ye ba ye ya yera attorney general Dr. Dominic ayine ebetena so kesisi bi obeto ya na ye omampani otisu na abre ne first time awodi we 2016 sika enipa bi bo man ne kama ye lusu sika no ena na bi mu digina court na kokobod nsensem wom ye wa sedu agongom ni omom keka ne ka ho Dr. Kasi atofo se ne o ye finance minister ambulance no so yes ye kwakra ambulance ba sa bre no sika ekodi mu na ne number se 2.3 million euros wo de bagana sika ma bebre sika ni nyina akwa wi akire ambulance begu ho enso to brim no because ambulance na enye de oman ambulance service betumi de ye adwuma and according to ambulance service no na emiti wo specification they were not consulted ebegu ho ehho asem beda court ye koba ya ban ba ye osoma aboto agu mini interest e wo moment waso biem yira Collins Dauda ye sister Glemy housing yakọ parliament ajetumu say ye the 200 million Ghana cedis ekosi adan mako empemu num na Ghana fo ni sika de beto asikafo dan yibie akọje damu dia bobra ekọ wi akire omo ankasa ministry ne tenase eye nsakremu a omo ankọ parliament ankọje tumi na omo ankasa ye nsakremu sika kro no ano edan yomutumi provided them more mine no eye 1412 initially na wose eye adan mako mpemu num 5000 enu so gina court aban ba ye osimachwam maboto agu munyina monkope ba bintina the Royal Bank of Ghana governor as to speak here siama wono so no gina court eni mpanyefo bi Dr. Kwabnadu for no momo keka ho eno so UT Bank ne Unibank ne sikasem bi banks ahodo eno so Sinto baba mu amosi kasem ye basane ade eno so ba ye wo se eno so matwam monkope ba bintina etisi etuoman mu ye ma me said na tamakrodie na abeto so ena abeto so etise eye yenko ne yeto case no so akodu baabi yeti da bi ye ni interest jabwa togu obi afa ne huni ewie ye no ye hunu se sampanyefo yi bebre no ano wo masanso nyinya appointment so mo man ni biem etie de me betena so ma me position no bejire me ho aye de me ye pesika de gumbotom te se bi gu hodom a oba wo se ma discover me kokot ko prove kire na akwado me se minisika wo na be prove want me prove be kosi san e be kosi sade no ma me sade na de yakosi ya no sika na hye adiefo sika no ase wo de 2013-2014 ye ka 500,000 Ghana cedis a bisa ho se sabre no enye 2026 abeka se emunye dro 1.4 million sabre 2014-2013-2015 eye sika ketwa ene sika ni nyina ase wo so wo te wo se MPP NDC wo to wo se MPP NDC ene be de ama ho enda so be ne wom hope be no mo di man asoman wotu wakatu ya kra ma busumi akatu ya ma awu sika esigu wahu sika esigu Ghana no BBC na kwa kan say developing country no man no so why develop no say dey sika disika ebo man ne ka wa ha no say na de why develop to ye na wo wote aso wonya nyi nru ba bia wo say made me ho esusuka ye hye no man yi mu enya sika ketwa ye so ye de bibia ye MPP NDC we kwatena social media kwaka obenya obi ama na ba ye wo adanti a wo ka ne party asem. It is so disappointing, it is so disheartening. Yentida mu say ya Melo se menkyerɛ sɛ akwada ne beko school wo hia energy na wo hia no e waso ma ne Melo ti breakfast a wo ye na no pa bia no ma ne nye Melo fa ye breakfast ne ma no ma ne nom san so wo school no energy no wo ko hwie ne nyina gu na watumi reserve bi dia ba fie na eba no san so na bibia no enkwada no ekita ho den sonko nti ado pa breakfast de mama ya wutie me dada mo be ye de a mo ma ne nye Melo wo hia akwada ne so hia na osi energy to go further eno any Melo electoral de go so ema free 1 month subscription ye DSTV essence ma free DSTV decoder no de obeya ne se obeto 50-inch TV anase de so chensa e wo mo nche omo Samsung wo TCL ewo Nasco into to TV no mo nche 50-inch kwa obenya sa free subscription ne decoder na wo mo de ema wo no betumi afre 0503 159739 0503 159739 na onyo madi nkomo nhye ketua bi na eda ho na Telecel ede ma hete we na promotion ya ekoso betumi awini be se 1 million Ghana cedi bosome na watch bia so betumi awini 20,000 Ghana cedi se na de bia no betumi awini 100 Ghana de waso ya ne se obeto airtime anase data airtime 10 Ghana cedi se de ko woto no na wo bedo points a wo boaboa ho abawini bibi fa ho semu bi na edale *500# anase ko Telecel play app no na efa ho ekosim na unsu edisika Telecel connecting energies na ene no Stanbic Bank e the mobile money wallet aba money wallet Mastercard iti dia wo ye bia babia na bia rotumi reload sika de gusu saa na didi djuma wiase babia na bia na utumi ye nsa mane ye Stanbic ne dia ba wa ma wiase nyina ye simple wiase nyina abegu card no so a wo de di djuma atutu anamo fa ho drum Stanbic na wo money wallet Mastercard no mansan ka bi emfa wo ne bank no ni di djuma wo de ko na ne mo enko kasa was simply put the word on your card and stand tall na bibia enko anim kama akosia machi
bejo so obapa
na de omo so moma
ai ene omo ma se Dwaso Nsem de be ko online portals nim
Matias
na I think say council now dika na ne kasa ye no for said na tamakulate no issue no. The latter part question ubusa no enya no anya me de minim say bia na odoje de you ask him say if your client is not at fault yes onye hwe say na acquitted and discharged I was here to man compensation and she ne to say so client enya hwe na ya twe no aba ne yeso won kodan finhia du at least e was aba ne timi compensate no for defamation enti ho no minim se no odoje dia cancel minim high tension se na odoje dia very question kase pa na ubusa no but anyways yemfa no enti Adom 106.3 FM Dwaso Nsem and enkrata de dada ni fiada bojade ye bibia bi enti ebodwa online portals ni mo na yetumi ahwe smart do mo dia ba enti fie di fie eni bo ekotire manjo online eno ewa ha sanso na adomonline.com ti ma me fa adomonline.com no en chance ewo mu dia krata ebo mu amane bose law must prevail over emotions Abraham Maliba on Saturday Natama Kroatia News acquittal. Enti mi no kasa nkrofo akekasa e maame no adenti ne ye gya ne saa te said ye menu ye ka abena ka ho asemi watimi adi sika pudu de te se gad ade de yan so be ko school na do ho atwetwe amanyo sem kakra ni ama position e wudi sika no a ye che wa yenza anyi sika no wo kwadam 1 year 2 years ba no asa bedi sika na nkrofo bre eno ana Abraham Malibadi beto ja se wa mayima yete rule of law
enti sabe ye na ye nko suku no aye ni mu mra no ye nka ya no ntum enye common sense efie nyansa na yedi bu oman Ghana eye mra enti mra no aka se maame ni huso nsa abrobo nso a ma Ghana fo make comment conspiracy theories bebre wom na ye nyai emra no entumi nye na dwuma was Electricity Company of Ghana unable to pay 2025 dividend. Board Chairman William Atuna tells AGM. Enra bada bonkrat enim near see attorney general report to ababe toja say ECG4 etuatua sika bi a board of directors womunim ho hwe sika nso kra yentimi hu wantum dissipation sika ni bia yira entimpanyefo metimi emra montino mechirechirem eno echiro dividend da waso obutua eya afi atwa mu no so a ECG4 ye hunu ho hwe enti ana ababe pie mpanyefo animu a wo mu ye ensem no hwehwemu ya chese wokọ adomonline.com a ensem ni bebre egu ho was it the police investigate death of taxi driver in his car at Cochin Kranza. Enra beto dwa se Cochin Kranza taxi driver bi a wotrede one much na se wo makohu taxi driver na mu se woda ne kam wa wuse keja no mu hwa bantia ne se no sida ka ni mu a ase amiamia no aso obi de ne preso wo ka ni mu pansa ne wowuo ne yankwanko hu obi enso ne yebe ya ne danie enti apostle a one more trede one ebu a kire sa asem no one masomu a thorough investigation one ye ewo ho ye Peter Mark Menu and now ye director of elections ma NPP aminyoko na ba besene kwa 2024 oh yes nyankopon atone nsafre ne ho kani ne double sweetheart na awre hu ye pa ye be mekrani kafra wona bede wo enti bi no ka say party mampanyifo eye deputy women's organizer Hajia Safia Muhammad and what here ya woni mpanyifo so tretre ne me sign condolences e dia mama menu a wafri mu no na abena mami ntwam wo na menko myjoyonline.com wansu nsem bebre na nkrata no edi bia kwakogu hon ma anya asem ketwa na myjoyonline.com wode ababetu jase enura egomwan pata eyuwe ekoso saradwo asafo ya yese wadane ho oba ya asantoa se shesi nyina kwapie mu na watwa sabia busuafo nyina aguo na wase ne sie ye no obeya akoye luba replica no yese nkrofo odi saradwo asafo atempa ya anya asem ketwa se ejijra ye di interlocutory injunction eso kasia pato so se ni kwanse baso na adwo asafo atumi akoye yie ne de customary anya bia no consequences bi wo ho ana wo ba ya mamra ne ya mane hihye mu a enya ma ene yesi won mu sie wo maame anase won papa eti wo maame anase wo papa wu aya busua na nkwada no mu hyekire mu wasika bia na mo de mempanyifo no sa ne yesi ye no wate ase enti yesi adwoa ne sedia wasie no na emom no ekira asem no dachen ede beka ho asem was fuel prices set for sharp rise from August 1st as crude oil surge CD weakness bite yensi de ne de said ye wie sa mo akoni adua ese kontomira kaja no yesi enkoye kura CD depreciation yenya opanyi ba ko akojira ne gon wake ya my fraction ho nsema still kura no yesi kasem nkoye yesi August 1st yase ye ne
da bi nyambo
na yesi petro ne bo ne ba be kosoro ye nya asem keto ne nyina ne se yensi de ho nsem no nya de ekoye requiem mass head for Ambassador Victor Beho enti opanyi ba ko na odi akwetene ma NDC aminyoko no Holy Spirit Cathedral ene yakobo mask ese dia ma ne se ne Roma yesom ne yenhihye de sitie na chese asofo ni ntini ya chese yasra won mo nyina beba behia na rosary yasia ye ho sana ye de agya ne kwanti Ambassador Gbeho eyade a yetimi kopa ne krabia ye feye pa. Government announces week-long national tribute to departed 8 of helicopter crash afenche ba ensunti ni penyina ntino ye heroes mako nwotwe ya ye kobrem pafe galam se hu adwuma ye ntino dwumadie bi koso oboase ne kopa wontoma ye nkotene adu prenkitwa ibu mu eye lip quarter akwate ahwekwa ye brentro mu ewa adanse akrofrom ama sabe yadehye sei wonanka sa ahye ede ehihye gu kotokuo mu nipa ye nsahwe ne yemre ye ho ase na no na Ghana mampanyi excellency John Dramani Mahama eni mpanyifo de betu dwa se wo mo hwe ne mu se nyame yadma hwie be
August bosume de toso nwatwe a eno ye finhia na no na watwe mu akyerefo e de beka ye heroes nipa nwatwe a wonu meti nananom ense do na eno echi no eye foto ye fanda ye bo e de ato wose wonu mo manso ye de behwe wonu mo no ye bie kwana tum eketua bia nsha 1 cedi 2 cedis 100 Ghana me high tension say kura no me di 50 Ghana kura koda nti so fa de ye ko se ne be ye enkwada no ye betumi ahwe wonu mi nti no abena am say do wonu a abeba beba mu nti no ba ye fa ni nyina nsi nyame ya adom a Monday ye besia
beda se akosua ajewa high tension na edi naposo eba ye no na naposo nyuma ko bi na ebo chidom enti awake purified water also one for life drink water drink awake telecell connecting energies amen scientific Yaria expert Franco Trading Enterprise phone papa perfie glyco we cushion you for life omune bo chidom ayede eba ye ti we ma me mabedwa for ayekradon ye basisia.
From the producers of The Gods Are Not to Blame comes another classic.
What? Amafa?
Madam Amafa!
Who asked you to shout?
Sorry, sir.
Did I ask you to shout?
But usually if I don't shout, you get angry and say, I should shout.
So must you shout so loud? Are you crazy or something?
No.
The first original African adaptation of William Shakespeare's The Merchant of Venice goes live as Image Bureau. April Communications and the National Theatre presents
Gallina's Pound of Flesh.
Live at the National Theatre.
Saturday 1st, Sunday 2nd, Saturday 8th and Sunday 9th August at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day.
Grab a ticket now to the most hilarious theatrical masterpiece of the year for only 200 Ghana cedis at imagebureaugh.com
or dial star 714*46#. Gallina's Pound of Flesh.
Written and directed by George Quinn.
Supported by Newplant Car Rentals, Joy FM, Hits FM, Graphic Communications Group,
Joy Prime TV, and proudly brought to you by the Ghana Tourism Authority.
Morning time, the pot is ready. Mama cook it nice and steady. Call your people, call your crew. Oba spaghetti made for you. Come chop, everybody chop. Oba on my table.
This advert is FDA approved.
Tepia se me mafi school ba me hu se ye won no nanso science hade any socks ya aye fin na hu ti anope yi o bibia sesa nanso me ti ase school kon na form it me hwe se obenya melo aka no peduane ho
won kunim de fo ya aduanu ni ahoden familo ahoden ka won aduane ho afei milo vitamin D a e bo energy release ki bo won tepia da etumaye milo ahoden a wode be kokai FDA ati edwedie krato yi atumu.
I've been a rice for my lover, one for my mama, one for my papa, my brother, my sister, young queen.
I've been a rice. Yeah. I've been a rice. The ham in the 10 years from Kung, and Nijan Kwan. I've
been a rice.
Fire the love.
I've been a rice.
And the toast share.
I've been a rice. I've been a rice.
Fried rice in
I've been a rice.
Hey, rice or tie.
I've been a rice.
Tanzoni pot.
I've been a rice. I've been a rice.
I've been a rice. And Nijian Kwa. FDA ajejadie nkratso yatsum.
When I say ABSA, you say yes. ABSA Banking Team, we go say yes. This 2026 till your jobs but drop it down. Yes, you listening to me right now. I know you get dreams. And work is here. And you work it well. Like me, I want to buy that Porsche car I've been dreaming of. I move into my dream house. No landlord will say me. Join the ABSA family and let's help you say yes to your dreams with tailored banking solutions from loans, mortgages, credit cards to digital banking and more. Make 2026 the year of yes with ABSA. Your story matters.
Hello, Oba.
Charlie, me what library? I don't know for me, sir.
Oh, mpese me bisa wa sem kakra. Krobe na ye Burkina Faso capital.
Wagadugu, bye.
Oh, train. Planet a whole one in ye in a swishipa.
Venus. Charlie, I don't know bisa questions.
Oh, a MTA swipe win promo na me dem wash mu. Me to me the 1,000 cities a year.
Hey, 1,000 cities. Question Ben di ho.
Fausha MTN swipe and win promo no mu eneya. Nanya kwanya disika kese. Yi semisabia enye de ano. Nanya points a ebemo wakwanya ama ubedi 1000 cedis da bia. Ana na wotwe bia ubedi 1000 cedis, 2000 cedis and 3000 cedis. Ubetimi so anya Hyundai Texan for kra. Ewo busumi miensantem. Ani sika bantam 500,000 cedis. Eda akrade so. Fasikato momo account no. Na beka daily draws no. Se upese ubeka akrade ho. Go swipe and win promo.mtn.com.gh. Ubetimi so a download my MTN app no. Anabo *5030#. NLA na eshesa akrade so. Ewo Caritas Lottery platform no so. Echese kakra ewo ho.
MTN.
So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace.
My name is Diana Hamilton, VGMA Artist of the Year 2021 and brand ambassador of Awake Purified Drinking Water. I am super excited to partner with Ghana's first charity-driven water to give back to our communities. Awake is a brand that makes a difference. We impact the world around us. That is why for every bottle of Awake water you buy, an amount is donated to the National Cardiothoracic Center. Yes, every time you quench your thirst with a refreshing bottle of Awake, you're helping contribute to save lives. So keep drinking Awake Purified Drinking Water and let's continue making a difference. Awake Water, one for life, supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center. This advert is FDA approved.
Morning time, the pot is ready. Mama cook it nice and steady. Call your people, call your crew. Over spaghetti made for you. Come chop, everybody chop. About my table, we know.
This advert is FDA approved.
Adom FM 106.3.
Only God can stop us now. 106.3 FM.
Ye Dwaso ewa ha hyebre na no nkron aboapa ho sema no edu baako. Dwaso Nsem dwumadie na oguso a utie no na mabedwa fire krado ewa ha saying. Betty Crosby Mensa, a special advisor to the sports minister, or Sansu, a former MP from Plains North, and Tabita Ayila, a member NPP National Communication Team, Janet Nabla, a leader PMP, People's National Party, or don't so ebe join na empty na din fie duasa nti ne ma ne de omoche ne se ya emuka se ne musika de also ye ne so be koso aye course no na wo to data na wo browse ne nyina na wo build point no e star 530 has and now the be check your point no na kakra no bia na wo be wini sika anaka no you know when you swim tn was make every move count and she check it to be e wo star oil e wo Ghana for na ba bia ya can star oil a obetofo ho no mo ne border from eti across Ghana the more best 240 stations and over eti babia na bia no be share star oil to fo no ho no ukita star card the cradia e man so safe e cashless fueling and a star oil e de ma no na Absa Green Finance Loan when ye jebesia e de atoka kana woto na wose ye electric vehicle unse wiase ne sesa kana tutu no essay system no climate change ni adi nyina na ye no anti no Absa so mo pese ene no ye nyina ye kosa pata ye de electric vehicles ne bedi djuma nti brano bo round man akwaje besia ne bi na de akoto ka no ye electric vehicles ho asem na ye ka nti no obeto ka o de to sika de to fuel so a na so use electric vehicle shane so na efa ho agim beti martin
minua ya mejoso
let's say me ho ye na so e
what they ache and Friday every say week na baby na ye da ho tinkom nyame adom bibia ekoso boko ye ho adwuma papa ye his excellency John Dramani Mahama ene na pamfo omo so omo di ede boa o my Ghana nti eye nhira ene adom de bia asema me kan say at this very point in time I am very excited to be here and to be called a Ghanaian because clearly no my witnessing different governments and as a governance system and I can obviously see which one is working and which one has the people of Ghana at heart. I am happy. And another Friday. Na the American say me ma Ghana for hina happy weekend. Yeah, can sano. Minya adia ba kweda makoma so anope. Me say unima enene nansa. And the female national team. That is the senior national team. Black Queens, Ghana, Black Queens. Yeah. I want dear shrunku, but me who say ye media no omo highlights be brisa. Yakwa koyemba na de biara ni yedi yenim na yedi kan wo adi hinara mu no. Me say me de sa kwanya we bo ye Black Queens na ba so papa. And then as a game shrunku a wo mo ne kevet for boy. This is group stage very first game. A wo mo bo mo de a share 2-0 no. Me say me bo ma baso. Nyame Adom watch na almost how another game. They will show them all the best. Say ye bomb pie me pese omu hina baby biara omuti yenkano. Omu say Ghana for hinara, especially the women of Ghana. We are rallying support behind them. May the sakwanya we so tunsa Afre corporate Ghana say e bas sports aya ma yenhwe only the yenuano mema. Ya yentu ye ni so ne yenhwe kwan ye befa so aye beboa eye emba no. Ye kan sa no.
Introduction ko ani.
Oh, minua we last but weekend in the eja we can as
and at the end of course weekend
in Ghana they are for funerals. Na me Adom watch na me ankasa so mekwa kosie me wofa.
We afa.
Wo bukrua.
Oh okay. Ofi bukrua.
E ho na me fi.
Ayu.
Ai me wofa ma de hinara me busua penya ankasa. A dodo na friend of Ajebi. A friend no eye kwaku. Joseph Frempong. Em say Odaya one sorry.
No, so sorry.
Na abusua no ye hina ye bekwa akopende krabria e wo bukruwa. Nti adofo e ye de sa kwanya we eto yensa afrem.
Okay.
E bukruwa.
Be that say.
Of JB.
Tabita. Martin. Hey. Yeah. Martin.
Machipa.
That is saying.
Nyame Adom na mo so e.
Nyame Adom.
Ye da nyame asese ene ye nyina ya behie mu ha. Ye nyina nso da so etenkwam. Bibia ekoso kama the only problem aye wo country mu NDC for ene your friends say omu wicked governance na omu de govern the country. In fact, Nancy yenti asempa from the NDC. The reason is simple. Ubeko fuel station anytime biano na ye increase fuel. And one say ye increase and nekra na meeting news yes ochina was ochina chi yes increase fuel.
Nyambo ochina.
Nyaha yo. A driver for age. Market women are crying. Obia say system ni mo yeding. System ni mo no dollar crampo a start say yede misbehave. Enti aban no yembisa ye ho say e de important na omo ya ade ani mo ayedin sa no. Because ye kase crampo no cocoa farmers still omunje omusikaye. Omu nyentua cocoa farmers opposition mo ka kire omo say ye ba ye betum. We increase the bag of cocoa. Afa crampo de masa aba be reduce. Mo reduce wie no mo so mo nsan ntua ato a wo ntua. Me de ato de mato ni din fufuro. Matua no kile ntua.
Teseng.
Ontua workers. Education ministry about bonten so ababe kase. They need more teachers. Ato say me to me mamo only 5,000. Meanwhile, education ministry is looking for more than 10,000 people. Make us say 15,000 no mo pay. She yewra nanado dankwa ne Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia time. They were doing not less than 15,000 every year.
Okay. Tabita mamena se na fe yen hyase e wo your topics no so me fit wo beti ho. But Ghana for say mamom sesi fom. Corruption fight na mo kan no asenye no ne de mo tete ehun ne nansen de abeto mo kra ne ye ma me said na tamakruti abai Betty Mama Ghana first mama mo sesi fom ujitum
media I came here with a very good spirit. Said I may smile.
Yeah.
Clearly, no, me who say Ghana economy. Ghana is moving forward in the positive direction, and I'm very proud. Medical Kano. Rule of law is at its best. And now say so we share your system, the environment. The biano various headlines. No, it's about the judicial system. People are going for injunctions. People are going to court. They are going to the Supreme Court for interpretations. People are going to the Court of Appeal. Cases at the High Court. People are being jailed. Who say there is an absolute trust. There is an absolute confidence.
That
is what is happening in the judicial system. And I want to use this opportunity to applaud the judiciary, which is an absolute separate arm of government. And then so we share obi bia or sorry. Sometimes people were forced because were GDB says court no crampa, they were not going to get justice. And either they take the law in their own hands and I said they flee the country. No more free your mind. It's said they don't have trust to say your judicial system no to me I play fair no one more justice. And then for almost a few weeks now, who say and that this then most of the headlines is based on the judicial.
And not just again for your GD
Papa. GD say the judicial system is operating on its independence.
Ghana for
free. And yet Ghana found no wedding. Clearly,
I want to know
what is happening in the environment and the system. These are the indicators. And ne and Koma Yedi, a year Yankasa Yenuya, Madam Sedina, Tamaklo. And Dra appeal court at the bar to say the prosecutor no, a year the presentation no did not have enough evidence to convict this woman. It has become a topic of debate. I will be a kind of they say I have banana minimata beta eka bibi. As my name catches a mere meti. I identify as a professional politician. Nano near SC through the Court of Appeal. A mommy and DJ any BSA. When nobody can just use witch hunting. And I say, Mempewasem, Ebia, when you fe. na would the cantankerous ebia court system be na because on pe wasem ntini ya jail. And the confidence and they say we raise the issue because we have a very credible judicial system. No, Miss Metimia present me case. I'm a case no a decent day a say any fata. In the first place, no, and yeah, Madam Sam said number no in the whole court. There was an accusation against him. And Sanya can Embranica say he who alleges must what? Prove. And not just prove, you must prove beyond reasonable doubt. Andra, me lawyer. But kakrana yachi hatuno. Naturally said, Judge Snake said the prosecutor was not able to prove beyond reasonable doubt why the sentence of Honorable Madam said Namtamaklu. Ain't say no, everybody is allowed. Any evidence I would pass who pass a mammy we come 10 years and ask more no Fabra. The court is still very much open. And then Ryan Nayati, Attorney General, or 6 days of execution, which is part of due process.
Now say evidence be any hope.
Prosecutor was not able to prove beyond reasonable doubt.
When a prosecutor no free office being.
And I'm here, Kano. Say no. We have various officers responsible for various cases. Yes, Gidi say evidence or the buying wasn't enough. Either they'll have to go back home and organize themselves properly or whatever. But near me person meka near the two and say me and yes a crowding and no kaya no worry. Just because Obi Bo would say me would dear sabita fracture okay or programming many so internet said the general public must deal with you. Clearly no embrana wagana han juma. They will go into the nitty-gritties of the situation, identify, say, asemna ye dia tools, no, etisa anasa entisa. I say, entisa, and then mammy, I can nasa minia, or your batanyo, or wamba, or wabushia, Ewufia, they are all looking up to her. Now, ebia, aquaquaya say, be acquire political witch hunt be, or being penasem, and I be binti. I'm not saying, say, if there is any wrongdoing, the law should not take its course. And maybe or see based on the basis of ill health, no any country until the court had to continue with the process in her absence. And now buying all the information and evidence that she can use to defend her case has been provided. And the court in its wisdom feels that they do not have enough basis to convict this woman. And then no, no. Maybe dear, I want to say we should not politicize what is happening. And now we should not expect...
The
Americans also most often know commentary people are assuming government is interfering in judicial service. Because of Mameno, she happens to be a political figure. But this is the legal system. This is the legal system.
It is since when as a politician, Betty, since when I'm more on your phone, Mobajitu say, your legal system, your judiciary. It is a year Juma, I was here separating from Abaya what is so. If it be Benna,
your constitution was established.
It was more position
No, we have always known that. And one study your governance system. No, Nim say we have 3 arms of government. No, say each arm is independent of the other. The separation of powers should clearly be there.
And
then clearly, at some point you can feel within the environment there are certain interferences. And most Ghanaians speak and voice against. But say clearly who say yes. The judiciary is operating on its independence fully. And we are very excited about it. Anybody who thinks otherwise can still go to court and prove beyond reasonable doubt. I think that is how it is.
Ayo, Medase. Tabita. Me meet you.
Hey, Anopawe, listening to my sister, Mommy, who dream me, papa, me, who dream me, NDC4. You don't respect our constitution. NDC4. Mama yensa esi form anopa we obia obe bisane say what do you make out of what the appeals your friends in court I am all they tell you is that na politicians na momuji omudi. Some politicians for the SAO, they protect their own thieves. And I may say they be. Amoka say it to me. Some of us very like it to me high. I didn't in America, sir. MPP time. Yeah, who say you? Yeah, who ni say? Na mame. When we said in Tamaklo, asem we ya buy. Asem ni si yenye. MPP 4 epesiwi assembly. In fact, they brought 78 allegations against her. These were the counts. Na counts ni na ye no. Enye madam said in amunkwa o ono ni wonumwa. They did it together. Of course, if you are going to do something of this sort, you can't do it alone.
Ne nipa tu, ono ne Daniel bi.
Daniel Azim.
Yeah.
Asamono call court said in Namjani wa mabiem. Meanwhile, she had a legal representative. So we believed that bibia or beye biano say nye government ne a pair legal representative ne mano. Or no one a pair or no one kasane legal representative. Inti actually say any evidence she had to prove her innocence, she was supposed to give it to her own lawyer. Now some way I ken. And some no doso. You say, Madam said the name de sika bi ekoto account bi mu. Accounts no. Your friend is saying bank bi account. Bank na say sika ya modi ama say yen fan teacher as loans. Interest rate na modi atoso no doso yen to me. Enti ye betumi amepamacha omunji musika. Madam said the name because why ye ni 3% ka obewie sika ni nti no. One can't bank and they said they should transfer the money to the account of the organization. Wanyane sa also omunyi sika no mo fan to bag mu. Ghana must go. No more family no. Ye di sika ne bre mami sisa sika di ahye ne car boot mu no di kofi. This is just one of the things that happened. Were you there? I'm not there, but the court document shows that sika na ye transfer ye no. The money didn't hit the account again. So where is that money? That is the question. Another one eba so ye did fast so etu ni mu say say okoye your friend say okoji sika bi say nka ode ye nationwide sensitization program now ye no oko 3 regions out of the 10 regions, the then 10 regions. There is evidence to show say the other 7 regions mama na nko nti sai sika no so wo he me say hwe say me be kenkan nua mama mi ye ya wan ka so wo ka say no ba pa na otumi edi sai dwuma we mama die said nam ye krampo me enya me yat said die omo aban ababaye so far aban we baye omo clear omo nkrofo over 8 people of crimes. And those crimes, sikasem crimes. Why? Mobaye, all you did was just to subject your own members to political baptism, whitewashing. Yebeka say, oh, and this is for the accusations that were labeled against the woman or the man is not enough evidence for them to be put behind bars. Meanwhile, the truth is that they were tried. And trial, no, it didn't just take some few months. Some of them took years before they arrived at a conviction. And see, the the whole Ghana and for people are losing so much respect and so much trust in our political system. And I think that it doesn't speak well of Mahama and the legacy he wants to leave behind. As someone making, what we say, Oma render in or tender in appeal. Appeal no enko siaga because Papa na yesi ono ne mami we. Eko naive na omudi sa ejuma we no. Yes, immediately NDC came to power in January 2025. They filed an appeal. Omo filing appeal no omo yi papa no free. Efiasio. Up until now, assembly yenko subi. Right from 2025 January.
A bill no demano.
Yes.
Yen free no said ye free said nam a bill. Aha.
But say on the fiasi biem.
Say you oba see man bill.
Na make no. Nti wabafie. Wabafie no. Yen bisa ye ho say is the government indeed interested in pursuing the case? Because from 2025 January, ekosine how many way no 1 year 6 or 7 months in here. The government is still not interested. And Tiachresa is the same thing. Omodebeye said in Nam Casey. She said in Nam. What do you say about Ghana? Na yenti se waba Ghana. Obetina Ghana for some weeks before they took her to jail. Jail ne crampo na almost omode ne koye no. Ne ye bisa ehemfa ense wem. Ehemfa no omode mami akọ. No biye Ghana hani enim baby mami koye. Meanwhile, Mami free your friend is embaye abrochire ba yanti hu kasabia yan who cameras yan who show of any one with that kind of Rambo style now omodi arrest MPP for no. Me and Kasame director of communication for Dr. Bawumia campaign. Then is Miracle Abuaje. Ofri abrochire ba ya. Look at the style and manner in which omodi arresting. Ade onya ganeni. Onya ganeni biom. Said I'm going to ganeni. Oba ya de mutumi de your friend is saying a lot of respect. Emma, excuse me to say a convicted thief who is a thief. Per the constitution of Ghana, time our buy no ye or ye thief. Look at the manner in which the respect in which you give to the woman. Woman you could den fear enjoy AC enjoy the fear. And some of them call fear. If you say no crampon, we are not even sure whether they really did it or not because we are who know if you say. Menye hu ye obi aniwa obetumi amakre say yen nyina na ye hwehwe no ye hu no enti no ade a NDC for na ye ne de yen nyina ye hu say the aim for coming to power was to come and whitewash themselves. That is the aim. Because some say aban papa ba time when MPP for free ade so baby ana fuel da enne wokwa is the same level and a fuel da. What is the difference? We should have been seeing respite in our daily lives.
Okay.
Genhusa. And the NDC for ne Mahama for Ghana for say they are so much disappointed in your weak governance.
But I say Tabitha and Atiana Betty.
Nia mesre etiefu. Eni ya ye panel no so ne say. Yan kasa yeso ya no kasa. Any senior yet to Yeniamano helps in building our democracy. Say it naha nebia through our emotions. Na ye better to and yema JJ ma yem wow mine more money and conim. Ye judicial system no ewo processes. Ye wo high court ho, ye wo court of appeal ho, ye wo supreme court ho. Senka the establishers of our constitution, if they did not see the need for these systems, and they wouldn't have been established in the first place. Into say a can due process. Nasa wo bibi kan also be there, wo de be there, be ba beto abonten. Ye na wo Ghana ha when the court in its wisdom convict a year Madam said na. And no MP before ye did be brave. Clearly showing say NDC people are corrupt and they were using the woman's case as a case study as an example. And that this same court now what judge here and now journey say Madam said now we are corrupt and our bokron. This same court has come out with fresh new evidence. Say a prosecutor no does not have enough convincing evidence. Court no doesn't
and not just so no any bonena
the pacho. Before when there's a case against you, the prosecutor must make sure and no emra say obint mean sorry keke and fast someone ye the end tools so ye the tools so until proven you are even innocent. Into what to mean kasa enu nkyeresa no you have to prove and abrofo no mu use o me lawyer. But your friend say contract law nkiti be a me here in school no. Say you have to prove beyond reasonable doubt. There are no loopholes that you can escape from. It is a nano ya betna near who say politicians that ya mam rano and this and yes and fata. And yes, anka yes so near can say ebia na most so no the initial processes now was political witch hunt. Will we agree? Say banisana na ye the judicial system nanim na ye dey eye form. Media ni ameka ne say yent pene na mra enye na dwuma e wo man na se ombra anye na adwuma even common peace and the peace na me no mienu ya enjoy o my way no se mra any judicial system na nye adwuma we cannot enjoy those things. Say ye can eye adwuma na again the various ministers, the various sectors obia ne mandate obia ne adwuma. And there's a whole Ministry of Energy omu yo adwuma, ye Ministry of Education womu yo adwuma, Attorney General's Department ye na adwuma. Na se ye ka kro no me na ye ni on my way mu, ye ni on my way mu e na yankasa ye maame Cecilia Adapa. I remember very well Cecilia Adapa maid servant yetimi maame nankasa na koye case against the woman the maid servant say we ni sika to the tune of over 1 million Ghana cedis.
Okay.
And no actually no when the office of the special prosecutor coin yeah information here pick and say there were more than 17 million Ghana cedis omu here. Eventually then they could see up and down the case was made foolish case. And no that time no what will we say? Will we say there were political interferences? And I said they and clearly no we cannot use the media, we cannot use public opinion to sentence an innocent person. We cannot. And then there was no need for even the judicial system. And then but now do my FM near Mrs. Tabeka near Mekano, then near Obian court of public opinion, near sentence no. But now we have the opportunity to express our sentiments. And in the however, the law only mandates the judicial system, the courts, processes to do its work. And then again as a Ghanaian, say yeti hey, wouldn't be. So obi mpewasem, obi betimi the case at all. And throw babyara. But we should have confidence embra both be our baby. Nipa ne dia semo to so krampa the person must prove. It is about this, that's the very law na ya tutu anaya ye true manim ewo forma. Then we are not helping anybody. Intermediate again.
To the one say enye bibia or say can afford this bobo.
It is the independence of our judicial system at play. So obi anybody with any doubt, anybody look that you have that will, the freedom to do it. My entry will be an and to be sentenced into a friend's imprisonment. Meaning, I had the kitwa. And yard the kitwa over the years. Sometimes to be so be a real body and a jailino. And yard the kitwa
because the autumn body and the Korea body on Nisiko de follow ya say will be prove beyond reasonable doubt into the air and for the but I'm for the most again.
Near ye can say, Emrano go there and make your case. Who make you case now you are able to convene our judges na nipa ba ko na nipa mienu the judges are there even when you the corporate you are convinced that the judges are being biased you have every reason to apply for changes of judges.
Yes,
they are there.
Yes,
and the friends say trying to sentence people with public opinions and sitting here with sentiments and emotions. That is not the law. And I think, I want to use this opportunity to appeal to Ghanaians, to appeal to Minianum. So, Obi Biara or case, let the law take its course. Young for Nidienu Obuo, Emma and Brani, the very establishment, the institutions now, establishes and the pepe. Any you ebeba on my way.
Okay, better say.
Yo, we dear Sawaka sentima, me na no kakra. Me nua he, de wo ye nyina no. Me a minim say the courts, or should I say, the court will do their work, but the public will also have their own opinion. And I'm telling you, and I'm putting it to you, your president, and the whole NDC for say, when you guasio, Nagana for say they have lost confidence in you. Dear Netre said they did not prove her case beyond reasonable doubt. There is evidence.
Are you saying,
me say controller and my sister, my main can't way. The controller and accountants general for documents now they buy and were they able to refute it say mameno it is indeed true say sikabi free accounts ni more answer it didn't find its way back into their accounts. Sikabi were used for things that are not supposed to. Auditors general friends say controller and then friends say auditor general's accounts mu enti ade a wo kai die fatun chen na enye adwuma. We are all aware, say she bought some cars for GPRTU for. almost say cars no moon to me talk because the interest, the same formula now, do you see for Sikana or Dema loans for interest now, they two cars and so no. And Grafone say it is not going to be possible for them to buy those cars and pay because we go showroom crampona. Showroom crampono, the price there is far cheaper. As at that time, I mean to me Bokrono to the tune of 90 million Ghana cedis. 90 million Ghana cedis. That was 2016, no, as at that time. Enti enye sika ketwa ne ka ho asem na yes sister person won fa asem no nya asem na say it's nothing. It is a serious issue and the way you are making it so simple and you are making it as though it is your friend is Obibeka nonsense your friend case no, it is not the best. It doesn't serve anybody. Na sikana she could not account for no. The money that she couldn't account for, which was up to the tune of 90 million Ghana cedis, no. Sister Sasikano, questioning no. And we have something we call causing financial loss to the state. And it is a crampo no was Sikano when Nisikana. Sikano what the Sikane wahe, and she is supposed to respond to it. If her legal friends, a representative could not bring anything to say, oh, they be Sikana must say famrano, yeah, the Sikani ye say, and I said, ye say, naturally say, she intentionally. Or she is actually very guilty of the crime that was leveled against her. She, my bibi you, and my ma, the people of Ghana, and Philip say we don't have their best interest at heart.
Mate, Tabita, on this same one, I won't say a party MPP. It's a more person says a quarter jata makludia, and ye omunya won't to win so.
Na se won't me.
Na
se won't me. Sister, assembly ni na ni. Matoka, me a car owner. Me want me license, me want me bibia. Me want bibia. Waba, we a driver. Me say je car you ko ye juma. What they can now call on the street, may God forbid, wakwa ko nya accident, am nipa wu. Why na was say yenche no? Why na was say yenche no? Ye chi car owner na say ye chi driver, dey hin ye chi.
Me nye law ntie bia tie for betumi ya.
Me dey minim ni say your friend is a driver now or driving car no. Ono na was say ye dey. Yenche no.
Ba wo karu so wasudie.
Asudie ne dey he. Me mato me car.
Onipa na de ma no o ka so mfa car no koye den.
Me se fa ko ye.
Udi a chi hwe se de o ka so mfa no no de ya na.
Me se fa ko ye adwuma. Any sa your friends say the name temakro ne theft na wo ye any say it be bo mahama wo ana yanka say mahama na ko boss akro no because she appointed him he appointed her
me pese
yeah to me kasa enti wo she your friend is saying chairman want to me case na it's purely based on the same principle. Chairman a licensed gold miner or no one kasa ne concession he acquired it legally. What the ma will be say onye reclamation man nipa na ntumi anye e na okodi bone e wo land ne so aban say ya chi wetum no chairman na yeye chairman e na yeye asem ni nyina ni o asem ni nyina ni enye say chairman akoye bibi chairman ankasa nkwa tu gold no obi fufuro na ekoye sa adwuma no wo land ne so e na aban say e na chairman ya chi wetum we ya asem we kura no mama ni 20 years unsuro nyame mama ni 20 years na send na mo o wie sika 90 million there
Tabita
10 years I the man
Tabita is a very young
woman.
My sister Tabita is a very young woman and the future is very bright.
Ada oka kusi say
me kama na kwa kusi say
say aduru threat
me nini mienu and we need to build this country for our own good. Me pa choma mi so me nrem.
That's what I'm saying.
Because say yen to me andi no kure ama ye ho no my way eto ajeje ma me nini mienu e be de ye bebre.
No kure ne ye den.
No kure ne say won't me asem ya wo de akofa driver ne license. Even cases, 2 different cases are sekrano. It cannot be the same. How can you even compare issues of illegal mining to issues of corruption? Yeah, said nam di yeke. So what's here last week na be West.
DNT na want to mean compare.
Illegal mining, it has to do with life and death. Last week, and I'm in Western region by. Nansame flooding the outpour here cause we. So who ya? So what's here when you have the opportunity to interact with the people of Samaboy? Lives and properties were lost. Minya, no human being's life is even worth 90 million. You cannot put a price value on a person's life. Inti sasam na ye kano. Se no, mimi die menye jidie sronko e ye judicial system no.
Okay.
Se nano the lawyers of ye nua chairman Wontumi feel say he has been judged wrongly. They have every right to go through the court processes. They have every right. But here to me, it's not radio. So now you pretend they say there was no wrongdoing. In any case, onipa no the concession and a contract and I said demand man. Onipa no operate with your license. License need any a criminal no ye nipa na nipa na ni din the header so no any be kwakọ hwehwe no. So you cannot even compare car accidents with what is happening. Minya, the whole of last 2 weeks, last month, President Sika, the government of Ghana, Sika, yes, after the downpour, flooding. Who had they say the government, the president has instructed the Minister for Finance to release a tune of 300 million and then 90 million they pay. Simply because of some of this indiscipline. And this bad behavior, young Crawford, young Kasa conducting. It's a better now and some building on my way. Now we want to compare oranges with apples. I'm saying we are not doing ourselves any good.
Better say.
Wait, dear, my big craving. Galamsey, ya, my sister, dear, be crampon, come in and one come in cabidan, come in bosso crab, I could say, because I see up Galamsey, baby, I drew it. It is so bad. Say, dear Chema, it did not warrant that level of punishment and what by no Eddie Map, Chema, Galamsey, and this 4 years, hey, say, Yamiam Bemua, Ghana for. No one day sorry now we Galamsey like Eddie anymore. Many workers say cry. Yes, say Galamsey is going on seriously behind one of our agenda 111 hospitals. Ghana yanti bibia from the government. And this is for Munjai Kasawo. Mama Mayenko fansem ebebrema. Me say Galamsey amutu. Say see a DC if one yina di omwejim. 9 months for crampo amo say mo ma recruit you omo crampo no omo ko jisika na ye 2 gold near the call
asem we na odo how evidence
me say me
say 9 months for
me evidence who be say me evidence in chiro e fa me ho me say see crampo there ye throw receipt
abena you who free mo asem okay on for evidence them program we dey who say
throw receipt
say yeah who say 9 months for jisika
me wo evidence
friend say Ghana police any BNI for mutie nka me because I dey be illegal ye nua no evidence no e see your friend no na ye hwehwem
NDC for me see mochi egu abontene mochi gu ho because Galamsey fight now mo fight here ni na naturally say you just wanted to take over power so that you can now do the actual
we are
mining.
Building a better Ghana.
Mo national organizer was cited by the current Attorney General.
We are building
and was referred to Yoko for investigation. Asem na akosi he. Mama jai kasa me say mo ban no mo ti egu ho.
Friends are buying ejuma papa buying no. It's very evident and Ghanaians are witnessing and they are very excited. Wouldn't be most often I say.
Okay, I think issues no crowd dodo na no e na yabobo so no ya ka no constitution review committee no any 5-year term mo say 5 years mo atum
what baby Endra headline back on me who you say
it's ba me chem say ye ka 5 years na won say aban bia ba so a emfie 9 na Ghana for dem a abedwaku amampani pom so mon ko na efe ye meyen sakai wo ya mamra mu no ese no 4 years ni so inti ye mom 5 years inti aban bi ba so no be ko 2 terms a okọ 10 years yewra santi o chesenya de be boa governance emwa wo kwan bia so isan say emfie 9 no krompo no Ghana for atenemu a for emfie bebebe ye won she 5 years no fansa kai bia
abna sasem we no I have 2 different views on it.
Metio.
The first one no and it say a government is not judged by the number of years in service. They are judged based on the impact. Modern work and in sakraye a womu ye e wo mining. Inti no say ya lucky na ye ko approve so 5-year term. Na si ye konya aban boni bi te se na etwa mu na kire se ye ye di oyaw ne your house 5 years. As a Ghana for so enya kukudru anto abanti asa aban no ama na nkwa na kire se ye ni sanipa ni di be 10 years. Eye nema bi enhye da mwaye. Ni ame emphasize ne say the number of years no enye no na Ghana for ye den ehwehwe. Na Ghana for ehwehwe ne say ye benya good leaders. One, we will build stronger institutions that work. The impact should be able to affect the general people or the general public or be a positive impact on my problem. But on the other hand, as a politician, as a professional politician, but one thing I have observed over the years, and say, so we have a 4-year term na yedima as politicians now. Me who say me ne a the constitutional review team no drink akra. Because apart from the first year who say the political party na ebe form government omunya some sort of holiday and a freedom be to operate no, the rest of the 3 years are considered as electoral and election years.
Okay.
And now me know ka say NDC is within the second year. Now and yenya nko second year mpo ye. But after 1 year, you call a second year. Second year, when you say you are starting mounting billboards. We are focusing on the internal politics. The next year, now we are preparing for the general elections. Then the final year, no elections. Into who say constructively, and to be nya abaya, they will make policies and our decisions based on the development or the development of this country. Our policies are based on winning the next election.
Medasi Betty.
But
Tabita, there be any every next one, sir. Bonnetel mame.
Well, 5 years, no. I think it's we welcome that decision, but nka men kwa NDC for nka yemfa omo nka sa 5-year term no. NDC for the nka yemo 2 years anytime be on by any elections because ye can any tangible policies that the people of Ghana, irrespective of the region you come
and
from,
I'm not camera for too much.
And for baby, I will free wa Ghana. Say we Bemao. Say we free Antifi and I say we free and me patch my main kamasem. Hey, policies are ye dia to akwanya ebuan krofo. Ye ka policies are political party to me for policies about to me affecting krofo by MPP. Because of MPP. Ye free senior high school policy ama ene ema bebre atumia ko school NDC for dey na mo de mo time na Ghana for dey ama mo no e dey aye policy ben free senior high school ye na e dey baye free basic education ye na e dey baye free maternal health care ye na e dey baye agenda 111 yi krampo ye dey baye nka mo de mo kura e ka ho eye anka be boa wo bia mo nye because all the constituencies in Ghana, can you imagine say omunyi na 111 of these constituencies any standard hospitals and you know Yes, say 5 years, but coming quiet this for dear. Anytime be on baby, I am 2 years, because they are just a waste of our time. They are a waste of our time. Hey, me say munya na mu pesika na muntua koko farmers no na mu omo bre.
Madam say any ebra manya ediamayen.
A teacher for
me sister
automatic posting.
Talk of
Automatic posting no. One farm
Ghana.
Munche
slogans now omo channel out no. Ye pe policies are ejuma. Yeah, ka free SHS. How was free SHS funded? Get fund. Ghana education.
But are you aware, say free SHS they buy
infrastructure.
We were using internally generated funds to run.
Who brought Get Fund? You know those institutions.
Get Fund crowd.
That's where policies are. It has lived and served over the years.
Policy.
Of course. Of course. Isn't it?
Now say
and now me no can say we are providing.
And you are not even able to get your revenue targets. Your revenue. You are not able to mobilize revenue.
Entrance fees.
And this is
now your policies are. The people of Ghana are benefiting and they are excited about it. It's about your friend say policies. What about policy? What about no? And your friend say agenda 111. In the end, no, and go for Kotokum. Now very soon, Ora the reports member.
Ora, release all NDC looters. That is all
after the other.
Release all NDC looters. That is Ora.
All the policies the MPP brought were crates. Your friend said then loot and share.
But that's Seni Ebramanya Ediamami.
You come out with very exciting policies. You create, you loot, then you share. It's all right.